I think there's a lot of real sissy countries out there. They're not gonna know how to turn on their ACs in their hotel.
Jeff's big on this.
Who's the biggest sissy country out there, you think?
England.
Who's in Chattanooga? Is it Argentina?
Spain.
Who's in Chattanooga?
Spain.
At the Baylor school.
They're not going to know. They're going, what's this thing on the wall? They're not going to know what it is. They're going to be sweating every night. So yeah.
Thing on the wall.
Oh, he's talking about
they're not going to know the thermostat. They're going to be like, what is this? What is this weird clock?
Is this an alien? We've got.
What is this thing?
What's in all our rooms? We've got Alexas in all our rooms. All right, welcome back to Macrodosing. It is Thursday. It's June 11th. I got my Shady Rays right here. I've got a surplus of Shady Rays cooking all summer long. The Shady Rays are basically the same quality as the $200 sunglasses that I used to buy, and I'm not exaggerating. They feel every bit as premium as the expensive brands that I've owned. And I'm wearing these Shady Rays to the lake. I'm wearing them on the boat. I'm wearing them in the pool. I'm wearing them everywhere you can name. I'm taking them with me wherever I go because I'm confident if I lose them, if I drop them, if I break them, if I leave them on the plane, I'm going to get replacement pair from Shady Rays because Shady Rays takes care of their customers. They get the best replacement guarantee in the business. And the crazy part is they're actually premium sunglasses. They're polarized lenses. They cut the glare hard. You get super clear optics, very durable frames, solid hinges, classic styles. They look sharp without trying too hard. If you're outside, if you're on the water, if you're in the sun, if you're driving every day, you need shades that actually perform. Go to shadyrays.com and grab a pair. Get the sunglasses with lost and broken protection. We teamed up with Shady Rays to get you an exclusive offer. Go to shadyrays.com, promo code MACRO. Get 50% off 2 or more polarized sunglasses. It's 50% off 2 or more polarized sunglasses from Shady Rays. They're the best. I got a kind that's specifically made for golf. I think it might be, I forget who was advertising with Shady Rays, but they designed a custom pair of sunglasses. I took them out on the links the other week. They actually helped me track the ball better than any other sunglasses that I've ever worn. Great sunglasses from Shady Rays. Promo code MACRO, 50% off 2 or more polarized sunglasses. Welcome back to Macrodosing. It is Thursday. It is June 11th. Big T, you're getting married tomorrow. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Very excited. How excited are you?
I'm very excited.
Okay, I can tell.
He's beaming.
He's over the moon.
I mean, it's still Tuesday.
His reaction to that made me think it was a joke that it's not really tomorrow.
Yeah, I thought I might be wrong.
Yeah.
It is tomorrow.
Okay.
This is our last time talking to a big T before he's married.
Yeah.
Wow.
What are we gonna
Special.
You're going to become Mr. T.
Oh, wow. Mr. T.
Yeah. We got a lot to get into. That was Jeff D. Lowe's voice. We got Chief here as well. We're going to be talking about the World Cup. It's going to be a World Cup intense episode. It does kick off today. We got Mexico kicking off against South Africa, just like we did back when it was in South Africa.
2010. Best World Cup for my money.
That's a good World Cup.
But I think the best World Cup is whenever you're 13.
No, because that's my favorite World Cup, and I was 20.
I was 12, and what was that, 1998? That was a bad World Cup.
Okay.
I think my favorite was when I was 17, 2002.
I was 19. Yeah, that was a good one, too, because we actually
went to the quarters.
We won a single game in the knockout round.
We beat Mexico, so that kind of counts for 2.
Dos a Cero, Jeff.
That's right, yeah. So, interestingly enough, about that game, I was at the beach on vacation, and we did not have like the right cable subscription at the beach house, so I had to wait and watch that game the next day at like 1 p.m. and I would not let myself find out who won that game.
That was your Miracle on Ice, which was on tape delay.
Exactly, yeah. So we went to a pizza place the next day. We taped up a little thing of like wax paper or parchment paper across the bottom of the TV, watched the game there. That was great. And then when we played against Germany, we should have won that game. They had a handball in the box. Oliver Kahn was just like the best goalie of all time in that game. And if we had won that, I've always been saying, like, if we win that game, we're in the World Cup semifinals.
Yeah.
I think that if we win that game, we would have been in the finals.
Who do they play
South
next?
Korea. We would have played South Korea. And
they were the host nation, though.
Host nation, but I believe we already tied South Korea in the group stage, 1-1, if I remember.
Yeah, because that was the group with South Korea, Portugal,
South Korea, Portugal, and who was the third that year? Was it Switzerland? Might be
In
thinking of the night before. 2002. Yeah.
I'm pulling it up.
That sounds like something Jeff should have committed to memory.
Yeah, my
every
World
World
Cup
Cup.
knowledge really
Poland.
starts in 2006.
Poland.
though.
Poland. So
Yeah.
red and white.
Red and white, yeah.
Yeah.
So we could have beaten South Korea even though they were the host nation.
Yep.
And then we would have been in the World Cup final, and then we would have lost badly to Brazil.
By a lot.
By a lot. But
Yeah.
we still it would have been
Would
a
have been
great
a hell of a run.
would have been a great couple weeks for
Yeah.
us. But yeah, we can get started just on some quick updates. We got new rules in this World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
You guys familiar with the 2026 rule changes?
Yes.
Okay. The VAR changes, have you heard about those?
Break it down.
Okay. So, well, first of all, mandatory hydration breaks.
Yeah. It's too hot.
It's going to be too hot in
That's
America.
why we're hoisting, by the way. I'm just going to say it right now. The USA is winning the World Cup because none of these countries can deal with our heat. That's
Yeah,
my
Saudi
spin zone.
Arabia is not ready for this heat.
I did take that. I filled out a full bracket this morning, all 104 matches, and I did take that into account when I've got a couple upsets, and I think some of these teams aren't ready for the weather they're going to face.
I do want to dive into your bracket in a second, as soon as we cover the rest of the rule changes, because there's one that I'm very much looking forward to seeing implemented. In fact, I think it's way overdue. The 5-second rule.
Love that.
The 5-second rule, it should change soccer for the better. So the referees will visibly count down a 5-second limit for goal kicks and throw-ins. I don't know if they're going to do the
NBA.
NBA
Yeah.
version of that. Like, I know that FIFA has a big like anti-racism thing. If that arm gets too high up, that could be a bad symbol. But if you take longer than 5 seconds, then the referee could award a corner kick or a throw-in to your opponent, which is something that it's long overdue in
Yes.
soccer.
I do think that this is going to lead to insane controversy at some point. When someone's going to score a goal off of a corner because the ref had a 5-second.
I don't think they're ever going to call it.
They will at some point.
Because I think in the group stage, they're going to be really lax with it. They're going to be, hey, that should have been, we let it go. And then once you get into the knockout games, do you really want to be the ref who calls that
I think you go the opposite. I think you go super strict in the opening games.
Yeah.
to try to weed it out?
It's a point of
like-
emphasis.
Yeah, how the NFL does in like preseason and early weeks, and then
Yeah.
So do we think we should be betting over corners
I
in the
like
group
that
stage?
idea.
For goalies taking too long on the goal
Yeah.
kicks.
But will they do that with vice versa with corners if they're taking too long on corners? Will it balance it out? Because like remember they just at the Champions League they just blew it. With
Yeah.
Saka was about to take
At
a
the
corner,
half.
and they're like, "You guys been time wasting so much that we're just getting rid of this."
I think they
It's
might
halftime.
give more of a grace period for corner kicks because you do have to get like all the attacking players
Yeah.
down into the box.
Mhm.
But yeah, we need to do something about the time wasting because time wasting has gotten really,
Yeah.
really bad and made it very tough to watch.
I know this is uber American of me, but can we just have a clock that stops?
Agreed.
I mean,
Wasn't it the last World Cup where you were like, "Why is there 12 minutes of extra times?" Because they were more strict about
Yeah.
the ball out of bounds
Yeah.
with the clock running.
you could just stop it
There-
and then restart it when the game starts.
There
again.
could be a clock. Yeah, and the referee he controls the clock like on the field. He's got a button.
Sure.
Yeah,
We don't need to have like the table. Like Rico Bosco doesn't need to get involved. Hydration.
there is something like exciting about like if you're holding on to a 1-goal lead or you're 1-0 down, and then you're like, "How much time we have? How much time we have?" And it flashes up,
and it's a
like,
secret.
yeah, but it's like, "Oh, it's 8 minutes." Oh, and then it's like another, like, I don't know, it's like a talking point.
But then somebody fakes an injury during the extra time, so now
Yeah.
you have a really secret amount of
Yeah.
time once the extra time's up.
Yep. The super secret.
Super
yeah.
secret.
Just stop
Yeah.
the clock.
The substitution limit. So players have 10 seconds to get off the field.
They're
So
never going to enforce
it's
that.
the old Brazilian trick of like substituting the player that is
Furthest.
farthest away from midfield. They would do that sometimes. They'd be
Mm-hmm.
like, I was going to take off Danielson, but you know what? We've got like Roberto Carlos is way over there. So we're going to bring him off because it's going to take him 3 minutes to get off the field. So they're saying 10 seconds and you have to go off at the nearest boundary line. So you don't have to like go to midfield to check out.
Okay.
And if you take too long, then the sub cannot go onto the field until after a full minute. So I guess you'd be playing with 10
Power play.
players. Yeah.
yeah,
I like that.
yeah,
And then if medical treatment goes onto the field, you have to get off the pitch and then you have to wait at least 1 full minute before returning. That's kind of been
I like that too.
in the mix for a
SEC
while.
needs to implement that.
Yeah,
If you get hurt, you're out for a drive.
Yeah.
Yep. And then here's a big wild card. A new red card offense. Covering your mouth.
Yeah, we can't have any secrets.
Covering your mouth. Well, I mean, this is what we're seeing with RFK Jr. getting rid of Fauci. It's like masks don't work. But like you get if you want to cover that mouth up,
6 feet.
red card.
Yeah.
No, that's the freedom diaper. Get the hell out of here. Yeah, you can't cover up your mouth. I think that's because if you're trying to like guard against lip reading, they're assuming that you're saying a racial slur.
Is that really what it is?
I think
Yeah,
it goes
it's from the what game was it recently where one player said he said a slur, the other guy said no he didn't, but he had covered his mouth, so there's no way of knowing. But the guy certainly reacted like he did. So they said you can't do it.
All right.
I don't love that.
I mean, gets rid
So
of the
now it's just-
ambiguity.
Well, it's like, yeah, say it with your chest. I guess if you're going to be a racist, be up.
Yeah, but I mean, like, are you going to tell Andy Reid like call those plays with your chest on the sidelines? Maybe he's being racist. That's why he's covering up his mouth
be.
all the time. We'll never know.
We'll never know.
But it seems like there's actual soccer reasons for covering up your mouth
Yeah.
when you're talking to like a teammate or to a referee maybe
Mm-hmm.
or to your coach. Like you could be discussing something tactical and you don't want people to see it.
Maybe you can't talk to the other team with your mouth closed.
I'm seeing in a confrontational situation with an opponent
Okay.
may be sanctioned with a red card.
Okay. Again, there's like some gray area there though.
A lot of gray. Always gray with this game.
Yep.
Always. There's always something that pops up in the first, and it could be a variety of things. It could be vuvuzelas.
Yeah.
But then it could be like last World Cup, like you said. It was like, I mean, if you watched enough soccer, you knew that the stoppage longer in the VAR era. But there was like that last World Cup. It was like
Crazy.
12 minutes of stoppage
Yeah.
time. You're like, what the fuck? So like, there's always something.
Yeah. They're always-
It'll be heat and water related, is my guess. I think there's a lot of real sissy countries out there. They're not gonna know how to turn on their ACs in their hotel.
Jeff's big on
Who,
this.
who's the biggest sissy country out there, you think?
England.
Who's in Chattanooga? Is it Argentina? Who's
Spain.
in Chattanooga?
Spain.
At the
Okay.
Baylor School.
They're not gonna know. They're gonna, what's this thing on the wall? They're not gonna know what it is. They're gonna be sweating every night. So yeah,
Thing on the wall.
Oh, you're
What
talking
does
about
that
the,
mean?
the
Air
they're
conditioner?
not gonna know the
Oh.
thermostat. They're gonna be like, what is
Yeah.
this? What is this weird clock?
is this an alien? We've got
What is this thing?
what's in all our rooms? We've got Alexas in all our rooms.
That is not the side
They're
too
listening
much,
to
but
us?
the base camp thing is the funniest thing. Like reading the base camps is the funniest list of anything anywhere.
I
It is.
love it. It's
Yeah.
my favorite thing from this World Cup.
We got
What
the
is the
Saudis here.
point?
The Saudis are here in Austin.
Are they really?
Yeah, they're. I want to go. I'm going to go talk to them about their fake stadium plan for the 2034 World Cup.
You don't think that they've got it in them?
No, I actually do. Well, one of them's already changed because they're not doing the line anymore. That big long
Yeah.
glass.
That was going to be
line.
my follow up. Yeah.
Yeah.
The most obviously fake plan ever. They're not
Yeah,
gonna
that
follow
one's
through
not
on it.
Hand up. I got duped. I'm like, those guys got so
It
much
would've
money.
been
They can
so
do
sick.
anything. Yeah.
Only that
What
was
were you
that
saying,
was the
Chief?
last World Cup, right? The Qatar World Cup, the Qatar World Cup forever was like these unbelievable, like the Seashell Stadium. They
Yeah.
built like they ended up building like 3 of the planned ones. They had like the shipping containers one, and that was like
I kinda
there was,
liked that.
two
That
of-
was a good one. I went to that one.
right. That's right. I forgot you were there. That's right.
I forgot that too.
Yeah, it was a really strange World Cup. Number one, on the flight over, they announced that they banned beer.
Tough.
And they told everybody, like, hey, don't worry, we're going to have beer at these games, so you're good to go. Don't worry about it, Ireland. Come on over. And then on the flight over, they're like, well, we kind of changed our mind about the whole beer thing after it got delivered. I think they weren't ready visually for how much beer they were about to serve. They were like, we'll make a small exception for the World Cup if fans want to have a couple beers.
Yeah.
We understand that that's a big part of the sports watching experience. So you guys can have a few beers as a treat. And then the shipment arrived, and they're like, this is like 4 million beers.
Ireland's like, that's a week's worth.
Yeah, they were like, we cannot have this in our country. And then they shipped all the beer back. You could still drink 0.0% alcohol beers there. And if you were in a suite, you could still have alcohol.
Yeah, I
in
didn't
the
like
private
that part.
suite. Not great. It was a weird experience.
The context of knowing the cities and the base camps, like I don't want to read too much into it, but like I'm going to. Like I think Portugal has a huge. First of all, Senegal is, obviously like a legitimately good soccer country, but like I think Portugal, and I love New Jersey. I love like the shore, but I don't think Senegal, their players are going down to like DJ. Like I think they have a significant disadvantage with their base camp at the Heldrick Hotel in New Brunswick compared to Portugal, who's at the Four Seasons in Palm Beach. I think it's a significant advantage of like morale.
I think it was Ghana. It might have been Algeria. It was an African country. They're at a DoubleTree, but they don't have the whole DoubleTree. Like there are still people just staying there. And in the parking lot, they have a little area sanctioned off for their like training stuff.
Like we don't have to do every single one, but like just for example, let's look at the group Norway is in. Norway is in a group with Iraq, Senegal, and France. Norway staying in Greensboro, North Carolina.
Nice
Fine.
town.
Very nice town. Stamey's barbecue.
Senegal is staying in New Brunswick. France is staying in Boston at the Four Seasons. And then Iraq is in White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia.
They're staying at the Greenbrier.
Yeah.
Iraq is like that's where like Kyle Shanahan will have the 49ers stay if they have two
That's
back-to-back
right.
games on the East
I
Coast.
I think there's a huge, I don't know, like I'm trying to overthink it, but there's a little bit of me is like,
we know that Iraqi leaders like their bunkers and their little holes to hide out in. And the Greenbrier Resort in West Virginia, that's like where the shadow government goes. So like they built that in case DC gets attacked by nuclear weapons. The Greenbrier is like where the government can go hide out in the hills and then reform.
Like we're
so
staying, we're
that's
staying
a good
at the
place.
fucking Spectrum in Irvine, California. Like we don't exactly have the greatest digs of all. We're staying next to a Dave and Buster's.
Can we talk? First of all, don't.
That's not the greatest
That
digs.
sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Secondly, do you know if we make the round of 16 even, I think our games would go LA, Seattle, LA, San Francisco, Seattle. Now, nothing wrong with those towns. They don't strike me as the biggest U.S. home field advantage cities.
I think
Seattle
historically
does, though, right?
Seattle is.
Seattle claims like they're even though like for years Columbus was kind of like our site, but Seattle's kind of like taking that over. No,
I mean they sell out MLS games all like consistently.
MLS, different fan base.
You think?
Yes, but no. I think that when it comes down to it, it's a soccer city.
Yeah.
They love the Sounders. I think there are other we saw Chicago this past weekend. That crowd was incredible.
Yeah, but I've been to games like Gold Cups and things at Soldier Field where it was a distinct disadvantage.
Well, I think it depends who it's against too.
Yeah.
But I don't love playing every game on the West Coast. I would love if we spread it around a little more.
I agree with that. If I were to think like soccer cities in the United States for home field advantage for U.S. men's national team, I would say Seattle would probably be towards the top of the list.
I would say Atlanta's one.
Atlanta's definitely up there.
Yeah.
They're moving the whole training facility, right?
It's there, yeah.
To Atlanta.
I think
And
Fayetteville.
Columbus is a big-time U.S. soccer city.
Kansas City?
Kansas City, they do love soccer.
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
And that's probably those are probably the biggest home field advantages, I would say.
I mean, it also has to be somewhere where you have an NFL stadium.
Right.
Yeah.
So that takes out like Columbus, and St. Louis is big on soccer.
St. Louis
now.
is too, yeah.
Could Columbus not play at the show?
That's what I was going to ask.
they didn't.
I
submit
think this
college
should be
stadiums.
at college stadiums.
Yeah.
Because they're
Yeah.
bigger.
Mhm. I mean, you go to Lumen Field. That's what they're calling it now in Seattle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lumen Field. I feel like that's against Australia.
That sounds right. Yeah, the second game.
I don't know that Australia's been in a stadium like that before.
No.
That's the loudest NFL stadium.
Do you know the cities that were rejected? Do you know the list? It's a funny list.
Chicago, Washington,
so venues
DC.
that were
I don't think
contacted,
I don't think
Chicago
Chicago
not
applied for it.
Yeah.
venues that were contacted but not submit a bid in the U.S. Lambeau and Qualcomm. Nobody was home. Like,
Right.
who's there to?
Is that still
accept that
standing?
message? Venues that submitted bids but were rejected were told
All
fuck
right.
off. Legion
DC.
Field in Birmingham, Alabama. Hilarious attempt.
Yep.
Good try. The Brown Stadium, Huntington Bank, which has hosted plenty of soccer. Lucas Oil in Indianapolis.
Mhm.
I feel like that would have been good, actually.
Yeah, Indiana, they love sports.
Jacksonville Stadium. I was a little surprised Lucas Oil. That would have kind of made sense. Jacksonville, the Superdome, Heinz Field, and the Alamo Dome, which would have been ugly. So glad they didn't do that.
Ford
Venues
Field.
that
Is
submitted
Ford-
bids but were rejected in the second round were the Panther Stadium, Bank of America, the Cotton Bowl. That would have been way too hot.
Yeah.
Ford Field,
They're playing
Legion
in
Stadium, which is one of the
Dallas.
weirder ones. Vegas not getting it feels odd. The Coliseum, which is also under construction for the Olympics. I don't know how they would have done that. State Farm in Phoenix, the Utah Youth Stadium, and then Raymond James, and then withdrew voluntarily Soldier Field, Minneapolis, and FedEx Field.
Yeah, Raymond James would have been way too hot for sure. The Superdome in New Orleans, New Orleans should have gotten a game.
Yeah. And then, M&T Bank, Bengals Stadium, Paycor, Denver, altitude disaster, but I guess Mexico. Rose Bowl. I wish the Rose Bowl would have got something. That feels like. And then Nissan Stadium in Nashville, and then I haven't been since they renovated it. I don't know if you've been, Big T. Camping World Stadium in Orlando, which is just a concrete dump.
Jeff, let me tell you something. I went to the Man City Club World Cup game in Orlando last year. That is the biggest disaster of a stadium I've ever been to.
They've redone it since I went,
life.
so I can't even imagine.
Jeff, I'm early to everything. I'm never late for anything in my life. I walked in the game in like the 6th or 7th minute. And getting out, it took us from the time we left our hotel at Disney World to the time we got back for a 2-hour game. We were gone like 6 hours. I mean, it took 2 hours to get there and back.
I went to the
disaster.
2010 Capital One Bowl, Penn State. They had this coach, Joe Paterno. He was the coach back then. I don't know if you guys know about him.
It's right toward the end of his run, right?
Yeah, they beat LSU. That was the year after they went to the Rose Bowl, and my freshman year. And I'll never forget, it was pouring. And Trindon Holiday was returning. He kept doing fake fair catches the whole game. It was obnoxious. And then we went down to get food during halftime, and the water runoff of the storm went into the concession booth. So you were dry ordering food, and the concession workers were just drenched wet. It was awesome. It was one of the worst stadiums I've ever been in.
It's a terrible stadium. Getting out is a nightmare. Terrible, awful place.
How many domes? Because we're making a big thing about the weather. I feel like
Yeah.
a lot of them are going to be climate controlled.
I mean, Atlanta can be closed. Dallas can be closed.
That's what I mean. And
You
would
Yeah,
think that
LA,
they would,
Atlanta,
right? Yeah.
and Dallas. That's it.
I think LA is always closed, right? It's technically
Well,
open,
it's,
Houston,
it has a
Houston.
canopy.
right? But it's technically always the canopy's always there.
Yeah, it doesn't move. The fact that there aren't any college stadiums, though, I think is such a huge miss.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Like in Seattle, play at Washington Stadium. That stadium's sick.
It is. It's really nice.
If Spain's staying in Chattanooga, if we had played Spain in Neyland Stadium, there is no limit to the amount of money I would have paid to go. I would have paid $5,000 for a ticket to that game.
You would have been in the nosebleeds.
Yeah. And that's fine.
So I'm seeing, we've got Saudi Arabia in Austin is interesting.
Yep, they're down. Yep, they're down here.
Maybe MBS go on Joe Rogan
What
while
do
he's
they
there?
think of the culture down there?
The official FIFA watch party, is right there. But then they're like, but be careful because the teams that seems like it's kind of a mess. So yeah, I will not be watching at the official FIFA watch party down here.
Where would you think that they would stay? Are they up in
They're at the Four
Arboretum?
Seasons. They're if you're familiar
Downtown?
with Austin, they're right by the Austin FC Stadium in the Domain. It's a big shopping area.
Yeah,
I believe
okay.
they're at that Four Seasons.
I believe there's a Dave and Buster's up there too.
Yeah, not too far away. Maybe that's the key. Maybe the Four Seasons
Yeah.
is downtown, so they're staying downtown, but their base camp is Austin FC, which is a little north. I think a lot of the base camps are around. Some of the base camps are where's one at a high school or a local college.
Let's see, Four Seasons.
There's several high
Austin,
schools.
That's pretty close to the Omni, right? That is downtown.
Yeah, that is downtown. Yeah, I forgot they're not in the yeah. So they're
Love a good
downtown.
Omni. It's my favorite hotel brand.
Omnis are nice. Let's see
Omni,
where-
if you're listening.
Oh yeah, they're right on the lake, right here. They've got hey, listen, Saudi Arabia, if you can hear me right now, let me just give you some places that you can stop and check out while you're down there. You're going to want to go to Baby A's. Go to Baby A's, get the purple margarita at Baby A's. Now, they'll only let you have 2 of them, but the secret is you get there early, you order one while you wait for your table from the bartender, you drink that one, then you get sat at the table, then you can order 2 from the server. So I know that if you guys are looking to party, that's probably the best way to do it. And then in terms of tacos, I would go with, you're going to hear people say Torchy's, which is great. Can't go wrong at Torchy's.
Too corporate now. Love Torchy's, but
they're really good. But yeah, they might be a little corporate. I would say Tyson's Tacos would be good.
Rosita's Al Pastor.
Yes, Rosita's Al Pastor. Go to L.A. Barbecue, La Barbecue. Check that place out. Get some good pork ribs there.
Or go
Saudi
a little
Arabia.
further south by the F1 track. Go to Leroy and Lewis. They know Mincy.
So good.
Yeah, Leroy and Lewis Barbecue. I know the guys at Leroy and
They're
Lewis.
very good, yeah.
It's the best barbecue that I've ever had. It's incredible.
Michelin star.
We did tell Mincy to go there and check it out. I'm sure that he'll be back in touch with that guy soon.
Saudi Arabia misses media availability because they're in line for Franklin's barbecue.
Yeah. But yeah, go check out Leroy and Lewis, and then hit 6th Street. Hit Dirty 6.
Yep, hit Aquarium. Yep.
Yeah, see you at Buford's.
Yeah, these are crazy. It's the funniest thing about this whole World Cup. I just and I get that they do this every World Cup, but knowing the context of these cities is it just makes it so different. It's just very funny.
Oh, having Egypt staying out at Gonzaga University.
That's crazy.
Spokane. That's awesome.
I saw their practice facility was a rundown high school on AstroTurf.
They're pretty much in Idaho.
Yeah.
Like, how many flights do you think Egypt had to take to get? They took one direct probably to like New York.
Yeah.
And then probably
Seattle.
took one to Seattle, and then a connecting flight. That's a lot of travel for.
What's the biggest contrast of culture, team, location, and city? I think Ghana practicing at Bryant University in Smithfield, Rhode Island is that's as that's as crazy.
That's why I asked you about what Saudi Arabia thinks about the culture down in Austin.
Austin's so bizarre.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Spain and Chattanooga is fun.
They can bond over.
Honestly, I'm sure
like
a lot of
oil
Saudis are
prices in
here when the
Austin.
F1 race happens anyways. They're probably familiar with Austin.
Yeah. I think they're very familiar with a lot of people in the Texas legislature too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of energy deals that have been done in some back rooms between those guys.
Uzbekistan is in Marietta, Georgia. You think they've ever seen the big KFC chicken with the beef before? Do y'all know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh, look up Marietta KFC chicken.
Okay.
Marietta, there's a gigantic chicken billboard for the KFC there, and his eyes and beak move.
Oh, that's incredible. Yeah, that's a great KFC.
Yeah.
And Uzbekistan's there?
Yeah.
They love chicken. Uzbekistan, they're famous for their
Oh, really?
For their
Then they might go.
roasted chicken.
Do you think Norway, they're out getting Bowberry biscuits in North Carolina? They're just out Bojangles this morning?
They absolutely should. Yeah.
Panama's up by Barrie in Ontario. That seems like a very odd.
That's a tough exchange right there. Let's see. Iran is in Tijuana.
Which I think they moved out of the United States.
They did. They were going to be in, where were they going to be? Maybe Arizona?
I think so,
forget,
yeah.
but because of the whole war thing going on.
Are we not letting some of them in? Like their director of something?
I saw that there was a ref from Ethiopia.
I saw that too.
Yeah.
Not great. But yeah, Iran and Tijuana.
Czech Republic is in Mansfield,
check
Texas.
out the Donkey Show guys. Czech Republic and Mansfield. Well, I mean, Jeff, you know that there's some Czech influence there. You've been to the Czech stop in
Czech
Texas.
stop's great.
Get some kolaches.
Is that why they're there?
Yeah, we came for the
There's
kolaches.
one restaurant called the Czech Stop near a Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
How many of these? I guarantee you're going to see one of these countries stop at a Buc-ee's at some point.
Have you been following the German guy who's going through
Yes.
Georgia and Tennessee?
Yeah.
So he's driving. Today he's in Alabama. He's going to the Argentina game in Auburn, and then they're driving from there to Houston. So he's gonna hit a Buc. Somebody's gonna tell him to go to Buc-ee's, and that's gonna be the best content. That guy's about to make tens of thousands of dollars from Twitter.
Him just going down a lazy river in a tube. He's
First
he's
of all,
having the
don't call the Chattahoochee a lazy river. That's disgusting.
Sorry.
He shot the hooch.
Yeah.
Secondly, But yeah, when he was like driving through Gainesville, Georgia, and he was like, "This town's awesome." Like, and then he found Helen, Georgia, where they have a German village.
Yep. There's some interesting German villages in Alabama that maybe you could stop by and check
really?
out.
Shout out to the Europeans who come to America and enjoy it. I've seen a lot of bitching.
I
about,
blogged that today.
It is cool. It's cool to see. I do think we're getting to a point where there's some people that are saying that they're European travelers because they're seeing like the amount of money this dude's about to make.
Yeah.
You think there's some fakes?
I think you're seeing some fakes that just popped up today.
Okay.
I think the ones that we've seen
Are legit.
legit,
I saw
I hope.
a Swedish girl being like, ranch is fucking crack.
Oh yeah, we gotta have ranch.
and she looks.
She looks nice. She
I
looks
can
like
see
a
why
nice
people
lady.
would follow her.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Mhm.
Did the guy sing Chattahoochee while he was floating down?
I don't know if he's familiar with Alan Jackson.
Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, it gets hotter than the hoochie coochie.
That'd
Great
be good.
song. Senegal, they're at Rutgers,
Nice.
so that'll be nice. Get some fat sandwiches. Senegal.
Japan's in Nashville.
Bosnia. I feel like there's a lot of neon in Japan. There's a lot of neon in
Do
Nashville.
you know about the Tennessee bar in Tokyo?
No.
There's a Japanese guy who went to the University of Tennessee and loves it and is obsessed with the state of Tennessee. And he opened a Tennessee bar in Tokyo, and he plays Vols sports on a loop all day. Every Japanese person that comes in there, he tells them how awesome Tennessee is. And then if you go there and you're from Tennessee, he has a gigantic map of the state, and you put a pin where you're from. It's super sick.
That is sick. Bosnia and Herzegovina are in a place called Sandy, which is outside of Salt Lake City.
Oh wow,
So
they're gonna hate it.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe not. Utah is a beautiful, beautiful
It
state.
is. I was over there for New Year's. It was gorgeous.
Yeah, and you're probably not looking to party too much if you're on the World
Getting
Cup
ready
roster.
for the World Cup. I think you probably are.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
So in terms of partying, I might bet against New Zealand in just about every game because they're going to be exhausted from getting so laid. They're in San Diego.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The New Zealand soccer team is
Yeah.
just going to be chilling in San Diego, fucking everything.
Mm-hmm.
They're just going to be on the beach.
That accent.
The accent. They're
Yeah.
going to be like probably dealing with some like early stage symptoms of chlamydia.
And they're just happy to be there anyways.
They're extremely happy,
Yeah.
which is like that's going to get them more laid.
Yeah.
Like they're
yeah.
just, hey, we're just here to have a great time.
Morocco's in Warren, New Jersey. Or how about France? Kylian Mbappe looking for his coffee and some poor assistant's getting yelled at in Waltham, Massachusetts at a Dunkin' Donuts. Can't
Yeah.
get his order. Just getting yelled at by a couple blue-collar Boston guys.
What about I think that France is going to be playing in New York the same day that game 6 would be in the NBA finals.
Oh.
So like that could be the best or worst day ever for France. Wemby in New York City, France playing. I think they have a pretty important game that day too. It just might be the most
Norway and
It could be. It might be
Yeah.
Norway. Something in the group stage.
Oh, that's an awesome game.
yeah, it should be.
Jordan is in Portland.
That's a culture shock.
That's
for
a
sure.
big time culture
Yep.
shock right there.
France, Senegal is game 6.
That's a good game.
East Rutherford, yeah. Yeah, France is getting the Northeast core. They're getting Boston, Philly, and New York, New Jersey. Like they're getting the full tour of it.
Why didn't we do that? Why are we flying from LA to Seattle and then back?
It's I hate it. The
I
fact that
would
we
assume
didn't get any East
it's
Coast is just
money.
a joke.
Yeah.
Money, in what sense, though? You make the same amount of money regardless of where we're playing.
You think?
I
Stadium capacity, whatever the
I mean, they're all
Yeah, there's
are
definitely
pretty
some sort of
negligible.
there's definitely some sort of SoFi bullshit. Like
Yeah.
there's something there. There's
Well, they're not
definitely
allowed to call
something.
it SoFi. That's the other thing is the stadiums will not be known as their
Los
corporate
Angeles
sponsor names.
Stadium.
So it's Boston Stadium. It's New Jersey Stadium.
Did any
then-
of the stadiums have a sponsor that overlapped? No, I don't think so.
I don't
That
think so.
overlap.
I think
They,
it's just like across
they
the
had to
board.
get crazy special clearance to not cover up the Mercedes
roof.
logo on the roof
Oh,
of
really?
Mercedes-Benz. They're like, we can't cover this
Yeah.
because it opens.
it's built in.
Yeah, they're like, we can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they said okay, sure, whatever. Like it's fine.
But they had to cover the ones on the sides. They had people up there putting like tarps over them.
We've got the Ivory Coast in Philly. That'll be good. The flag kind of looks like I was going to say it looks a little Italian. It's mostly Irish, the
Yeah.
Ivory Coast flag.
It's backwards though, right?
Yeah.
You know why I bet Atlanta got the special treatment? North American supporter and sponsor Home Depot.
There you go.
Little
Yep.
inside, yeah.
You're probably right about that. I'm very excited. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. All this stuff that go like this stupid shit, like where these teams are going to be staying. That's part of the like draw to me of the World Cup is like the entire world getting together. All the teams go out and they play against each other. They look like they take on their national identities. It's just like it's an experience like you don't get anywhere else in sports, and I love it. I'm glad that it's in the United States. I'm going to try to go to some games if I can. I did see that the U.S. games are not sold out though.
Yeah,
There's
but
still
Why
tickets
would they be?
available.
They're so expensive.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I really want to go. There's a lot in Houston and Dallas, but I just can't justify.
They're dropping though.
It's tough.
I'm going to try to
how
go
much
to
are
our
they
third
dropping?
game.
I'm looking at the USA
I've-
Paraguay.
Yeah,
right
if
The
I
USA,
go,
I
it'll be like a wake up in the morning, text a buddy, and be like, "Should we just
Yeah.
go?" I want to go see England. I want to go see Germany. Like I'd love to go see them, but it's kind of a wait and see. I also won the LA 2020 Olympic ticket raffle, and I spent way too much money on that. So it's probably not a smart decision, but I do want I want to go to the
Yeah,
World
but it's
Cup.
just like you're looking at like standing room only, tippy top of SoFi for $1,000.
yeah,
I
it's just
got
crazy.
4 tickets to the round of 32 game in San Francisco that we will be playing in if we win our group, and I immediately sold 2 of the 4 for what I paid for all 4. So either we'll be playing in it and I'll go essentially for free,
Mm-hmm.
or we won't and I'll just sell the other 2 for whatever I can get.
Like Germany Curacao is in Houston. I can't sit lower bowl for anything cheaper than $700 a ticket.
June 25th is USA Turkey. That's a Thursday.
Where's that? Seattle?
Back in LA.
It's back in
right?
LA.
Back in LA,
I'm
okay.
thinking about that one. If it looks like we're going to advance, I might not go to that one. I might wait for the knockout game.
Yeah.
Come to San Fran?
Possibly,
I'll
yeah.
be there.
Buy T's tickets?
Yeah.
They already sold. Somebody's got them, but
Yeah.
by the way, a little bit of breaking news as we've been recording. Have y'all seen the breaking news?
I've not.
A couple countries we've discussed here today. According to President Trump, Iran shot down one of our Apache helicopters.
I did see that.
And how that ties into the World Cup. Are y'all aware that if Iran and the United States both finish second in their groups, we will play them in the round of 32 in Arlington, Texas? I mean, that's got the potential to be a real cracker of a match.
That does.
Let's get this war wrapped up by then.
Ravens Steelers. These two throw out the record books. When the US
No love
and Ravens
lost.
get back together. Rivalry game.
You think he'd go?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
You don't?
I don't think so. No. I don't think that he would.
I think he'd be there.
I do too.
I don't think so. I hope he doesn't. I hope he doesn't go to those
Yeah.
games.
I
It
think-
would just create like the biggest disaster in terms of like getting in, getting out, security.
I think with this latest development, he would go as a show of power.
Maybe they sign a peace treaty on the field before kickoff.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Like get Ahmadinejad, fly him out
He
there.
does have the
And-
Peace Prize.
Yeah. Install
That's
him. Install him as leader of Iran at midfield before the game starts.
Is he alive?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. I think he's alive. He was our plan for like putting him back into power.
Yeah.
That was our like first choice. And then FIFA and then Gio Infante walks out onto the midfield circle and he gives a red card to violence and war. And we move forward
It's
as a
out.
country
Yeah.
through the power of football.
Yeah.
We move forward as a world.
What a story.
Not the craziest thing that we've ever thought about. Lot of crazy storylines to get into going into this World Cup, just in terms of like where the U.S. is as a team. We can get into those in a little bit. Big T, I want to know what your bracket looks like.
All right, so this morning I filled out the entire 104 match bracket. So if you want to start with the round of 32,
Yeah,
I
just
also
tell me
did
how you
mine.
have
I have
advanced.
mine as well.
Okay, let's go through group by group. Group A, who do you guys have advancing? Big
I
T.
mean, it doesn't go by. I just have the bracket. I can just tell you top to bottom.
Okay.
I have Germany beating Paraguay in the round of 32. Germany winning Group E. I have France beating Japan. France is the winner of Group I. I have Canada beating South Korea in a matchup of two second-place teams. Netherlands beating Scotland. Brazil over Sweden. Brazil's the winner of Group C. Norway over Ivory Coast. Mexico over Morocco. England over Senegal. Croatia over Colombia. Spain beating Austria. The United States beating Ecuador. Belgium beating the Czech Republic. Argentina over Uruguay. Egypt over Turkey. Switzerland beating Iran, and Portugal beating Ghana.
Okay.
Round of 16 is where I've got a pretty big upset in the round of 16.
I'm not hearing a lot of weather-related upsets here.
Hang in there.
Okay.
I have France beating Germany in a round of 16 game. Great match. I have the Netherlands beating Canada. Brazil over Norway. I have Mexico defeating England in Mexico City.
Ooh.
I think England's not prepared for that kind of environment, that heat,
Azteca.
elevation. I mean,
Azteca going to get some.
That it'll be dangerous for them to be there. Spain over Croatia. Now here's an upset for you. We're not nearly as good as Belgium. They should beat us.
Yeah.
They're coming to the US of A. And something weird's going to happen. And why can't it be us?
I think we could beat Belgium this
I
year.
have the United States taking down Kevin De Bruyne and Jeremy Doku in Belgium. Argentina over Egypt. Portugal over Switzerland. Quarterfinals, France over the Netherlands. Spain defeating the United States in Los Angeles. Brazil over Mexico. Portugal over Argentina. Semifinals, Spain beats France. Brazil beats Portugal. And in the final, Spain defeats Brazil in East Rutherford, New Jersey.
Okay, a couple things. What a semifinal that would be for ratings.
Yeah.
Argentina against Portugal.
Quarterfinal.
That would be
Messi, Ronaldo.
That would be maybe the highest watched game of the entire.
I didn't even think about that as I was filling this out. Yeah.
Storyline City in that one.
In Kansas City.
I think my take on Portugal is I think they might be better than expected, but I also think that Ronaldo might not be contributing that much to the team. I think they might be better without Ronaldo.
I have a plus 1,000 ticket on them to win the tournament.
Do you?
Yeah.
All right. Not bad.
Yep. I think they're midfield. They got like the PSG midfield plus Bruno Fernandes. Like their midfield is loaded.
Everyone's going to talk about Ronaldo, and he's not. That's not the strength of the team anymore.
No.
Big T. So Brazil, not a team that's like highly thought of right now. They didn't look great in qualifying.
They seem to have like a manageable road though.
Well, the road that you made for them, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they get Mexico, yeah.
I think people are sleeping on Brazil a little bit too.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, they're
when you
crazy talented.
When you look at their roster, you're like, oh, why are we shitting on? Like they just don't have like that Ronaldinho type superstar, but their squad is still unbelievable.
Fun fact: no team has ever won a World Cup when their head coach is not from that country.
Really?
Yeah, that was a tough stat to look at if we're talking about USA pulling the greatest upset of all time.
Yeah, and Brazil, their coach is from, I believe, Italy.
Ancelotti.
Right?
Yeah, so he's like the famous Real Madrid coach where he just like rolls the ball out there. And it feels like people are like excited about that. Like we've been coaching them too much the last several cycles here. So.
That makes me feel even better about England.
Yep.
Yeah.
I pick England to win every World Cup. That's just how every World Cup.
It's coming home.
What'd you think about Harry Kane complaining about the heat?
I mean, that
worries
some
me for
of
my
my
pick.
decision.
And the pitch. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, buddy, like, get over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They say everything happens for a reason, but I suspect everything happens for a Reese's. Take how the whole world is vying for the cup right now. Is it because it's called a cup, just like a Reese's peanut butter cup? Coincidence? I think not. So be a champ and score a Reese's today because everything happens for a Reese's. Reese's, the official candy partner of Barstool Sports. Everything happens for a Reese's. Get yours at Hersheyland.com/Reese's. Mexico, England, and Mexico City might be my favorite match of that whole.
Yeah, that would be incredible.
Who would you root for?
Oh,
I never. I mean, I wouldn't root for anybody.
You can't root for Mexico.
I don't want Mexico to win any soccer game.
Yeah, you can't root for the Mexican soccer.
No, yeah, I know.
You just can't.
Because this is we do forget this is mildly a home thing for them as well.
Yeah.
If that game would be in the Azteca, that's definitely. I don't even think it's mildly. I think that's
No, I think they
yeah.
get to play all their games in Mexico
Yeah.
up until if they made
the
like the
semifinals.
quarterfinals.
But I just,
Yeah.
I
When was
just
the
think
la-
in terms of like the way people talk about it, it is talked about as like obviously like a U.S. World Cup, when in reality it's
all three.
not. Yeah.
I have a different take on rooting for Mexico in this. I think like the rest of the world kind of shits on CONCACAF in general. I think it would be cool if all three teams made a little
You're
bit of
doing a
run.
Big Ten guy thing
Mhm.
right now.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Which
fine
is,
with that.
everybody says SEC fans do that. SEC fans are like, I would root for the Saudis over Auburn. And then the Big Ten fans are like, the Big Ten's won 3 national championships.
The SEC,
I love the Big
they
Ten.
used to do the SEC chants at the SEC championship. Like everyone just cheers for the conference. SEC.
I know. I
SEC.
think
Yeah.
teams would do that when they were beating the hell out of Notre Dame or whoever in the national championship game as like a show of power.
Yeah, like in your face.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we're SEC. Or in the SEC championship, if you're winning the SEC championship, then you
Yeah.
chant it as you claim it.
Yeah.
It's like, this is ours now. There is also a opening game curse. Do you guys know the opening game curse?
Unfamiliar with the curse.
Well,
So-
there used to be the opening game guarantee until South Africa.
Yeah, but
Right.
even they scored in that.
They did Bafana
That was
Bafana.
a
Yeah.
moment. Yeah.
So the last time that Mexico lost a competitive match at Stadium Azteca was 2013. So it's been 12 years or 13 years since they've lost there.
Was that us?
That was against Honduras.
How embarrassing for them.
Very embarrassing. And then now it says competitive match, so that tells me that they've lost something.
Like a friendly.
Yeah, something since then.
Okay, yeah. We won there in 2019.
Was it not? Was it a?
Or no, 2012.
Okay,
Okay.
so
This
right
is-
before that game.
This is from 2019. Yeah, I knew we won there around that time.
So then, in 1994, Germany beat Bolivia 1-0 at Soldier Field in the U.S. That was the first time since 1978 that the defending champion won the opening game. Then Brazil won their first game against Scotland. That was in France. And then in 2002, France and Zinedine Zidane, that's when they lost to Senegal.
Yeah.
And they didn't even make it out of the group stage. So after the French lost that game in 2002, they changed the opening match that always included the host nation as opposed to having the returning champion. And then 3 host nations have won the opening game of the World Cup since then. The Germans beat Costa Rica 4-2 in 2006. Russia beat Saudi Arabia 5-0 2018. Brazil beat Croatia 3-1 in 2014. And then Qatar, last time, they got beat 2-0 by Ecuador. And then South Africa in 2010 had
The draw?
a 1-1 draw against Mexico. Yeah. So not really. You know what? This article was called The Curse. I'm going to say not a curse. Not a curse. There's no curse.
No.
But
yeah.
weird things happen. I think that Mexico probably dominates in that opening match. I think the altitude does make a big difference. That's a tough stadium to play in.
Yeah, I'll read my Sweet 16. I think we get a big. I think you're going to see the stars kind of come out here. I just think it makes sense. I mean, they did obviously in 2022. I think Big T's boy over in Norway.
They're in like a tougher group, so they might finish third, but they're dangerous.
I got them. I got that. That's going to be my hot take. I'm gonna bet it. I bet it on DK. Is I think I'm gonna think I think Norway takes the group. I think he has like an all-time. I think Holland has like an all-time fucking tournament. Like I just think he has like a big tournament. I think he's gonna be. I just think it's his moment, like, right? It's like kind of his moment. It's his first World Cup. So I have them over Germany.
Wow.
And then I have them over Morocco, who I have beating Canada. I have Spain over Croatia. I have USA over Belgium as well. Revenge. Shout out Chris Wondolowski, who should have made that fucking.
Should have been Landon Donovan.
That just. What, he was like a foot away from the goal back in 2014.
That was Tim Howard went nuclear.
That guy's still that guy's on the U.S. team. Julian Green, he's still like the up and coming star, right? We have.
Oh,
him.
totally. Yeah, totally. I think he's in the. I think he's currently in this. I looked this up because he's in the second division, like a
Nice.
mid-table team, the second division of Germany.
God damn, that goal was so good though.
Yeah.
France over Brazil, England over Mexico, Argentina over Turkey, Portugal over Switzerland sets up Argentina over Portugal in Kansas City, England over France in Miami, Spain over the U.S. I just don't think we can go. We beat them before.
Yeah.
in the Confederations Cup.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a 2010,
And then blew that 2-0
2009.
lead to Brazil.
Yep.
Norway over Morocco, then Spain over Norway, England over Argentina. Then I think it's going home. I pick England every World Cup.
So England beating who in the final?
Spain.
Wow.
Harry Kane 3 PKs.
That's one way to do it.
3 VAR assisted PKs over Spain. I
That's how
think
they
you're
scored
going to
against
see
Spain
some. I think you could
last
see some
World Cup,
wacky
right?
shit. Maybe not even stuff that Big T and I just said. But I
France.
think you could see some weird stuff. It's a lot of teams. The third place thing I think is interesting. It changes mindsets a little bit potentially in those third matches. Like I just think you could see some weird stuff.
There's you know how when we get to the football off season, we always talk about like the dark horse to make the playoffs next year, and every off season, all the analysts pick the same team.
Yeah.
And it's whoever just like finished the season looking good last year. I'm trying to think who that would be actually now this year. This year would probably be dark horse team to make the play. Probably the Saints. Saints are probably in that conversation to win that division.
Mm-hmm.
Falcons.
Tua.
Tua.
Well, if you have two quarterbacks, you have one. You got an embarrassment of riches there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I feel like in soccer, everyone's kind of doing that with Ecuador. I've heard so many people talk about how Ecuador is a team to watch. One, Quito is twice as high as Denver.
Yeah.
It's, I believe, the highest capital in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Quito one time. My personal experience is that the altitude fucked me up big time.
Bad?
There. Really bad. Like for first, I'd say like 30 hours, I felt awful. But now the games aren't going to be played, obviously, in Ecuador. But they've got that in their blood.
They just are a team that cannot score. Eventually you're gonna have to score goals to win. So I don't know. I'm not buying the Ecuador hype. I know everyone loves them.
They're saying that their defense is that good.
It is
they're like the Texans.
Yeah.
Well, we can do some comparisons. Ecuador is the Houston Texans.
Yeah.
Awesome defense offensively. I need to see it again.
Mm-hmm.
Show me something.
Real quick though, I think the format stinks. I blogged this earlier in the week too. I think it would have been way better to have 8 groups of 6. You have the group winners get a bye in the knockout, and then you have to finish third or above. Instead of being like, oh, this third place team, their goal differential, this, that. I think it's like the 8 best third place teams. Well, how do you even determine that? They're not playing the same.
We should get a committee.
Have a BCS. Yeah.
Condoleezza Rice can run it.
Yeah, exactly.
Get Hunter Yurachek involved in this discussion. That would be good. So, wait, if it was 6 teams in each group.
So you play 5 games instead of 3.
So you have each team in the World Cup would play 5 games.
Which I think is better too. You've been building for 4 years or longer to try to qualify. And then in a lot of cases, your third game is irrelevant. Yeah. So it's like you have more meaningful games. You could do a little bit of a condensed schedule. So it's like you fit the same generic timeline. And I just think that would be a better way to do the tournament instead of, like Scotland had more goals and one win, so they qualify and someone else doesn't.
There's going to be so much scoreboard watching.
Oh, it's going to be hard. I mean, they're going to make people do math.
Yeah. You're going to be looking in the stadiums to see like what the score of the other games are. Your coach is going to change the strategy based on how many goals you need. That's going to be tough to watch.
Yeah.
If there's, I won't say who or where you can find it, but I know someone who built a website to make it all easier for this year.
I wasn't going to bring it up, but I heard about it too.
I know somebody that did that also.
Yeah, there's our secret group chat as well.
Very secret group chat. There's also a secret betting strategy, a secret betting group out there.
Oh,
ties, round robin parlays.
I wonder who that could be.
Yeah, well, it's a joint effort. I wanted to bet ties. And then Big Cat was like, what if we round robin to every tie? And then Quiggs was like, I can make that bet. And so it was a Manhattan project that we came up with. And then after we came up with that, I'm second guessing my tie strategy because we've got a bigger field than ever in the World Cup, meaning that you've got a lot of teams that will have bad mismatches.
Yeah.
Which means that the odds will be juicier for ties, but the likelihood of ties between some of these countries, pretty unlikely.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Let's see who else. So Jeff, you had England over who in the finals?
Spain.
England over Spain. And Big T, you had
I had Spain over Brazil.
okay.
I have Portugal over Spain.
Okay.
And the whole thing changes based on like if I picked somebody to finish first in
Right.
the group and Jeff
Yeah.
picked them second, the whole bracket's different. So
Exactly,
you
yeah.
can
Path.
get a lot of different matchups.
The path can be different. And from what I've heard, the ball, the Trianda, pretty standard ball.
Not like South Africa 2010.
Oh,
Not
the
like
greatest
South
ball
Africa
of all time.
2010.
Yeah.
The Jablani.
Yeah.
The Jablani,
This seems like a pretty regular ball to me. It's got the maple leaf there in red. It's got the star in blue.
It's crazy. It's smaller
It's got
this
the
year,
eagle
though.
and green.
Like it's
Yeah.
they're doing a mini, but it's
Yeah, tiny ball.
Yeah. No, I just got. I've been eating more protein this year, Jeff.
That is so. I enjoyed soccer, but I wasn't a huge soccer fan until it was probably the FIFA 2010 World Cup game. It was a standalone game that I really loved, and I got really into it with the 2010 World Cup. I was living in New York as an intern, and during college we went to Dempsey's for some of the matches. Went there for the Algeria game. The crazy Landon Donovan. So that was the World Cup that I like really fell in love with soccer, especially international soccer. And so shout out Diego Forlan, him getting that ball, learning how to play with it before. Smart, not even that smart of a move. Like a pretty simple, like, hey, can I get the ball? Like it's different. Can I see it? And then he was. I mean, it's some of the greatest goals you'll ever see. He scored that whole tournament.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? What's your favorite ball? We're going to take the Jablani out of it because Jablani was like such a nightmare.
It was. The last World Cup was a great ball.
I'm trying to remember what
I
that
liked
one
the
looked
Russia ball. It looked like digi camo on it.
Yeah, the Russia ball
Yes,
was cool.
Cool ball.
I'm a fan of the Questra, the 1994 World Cup ball.
The names are always so good too. They do a great job with the names.
The
Yeah.
Brazuca, that was 14.
Yeah.
The Brazuca. I forgot about that one.
The
Adidas.
Telstar was 2018.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the digital. Adidas will sell you every World Cup ball in like a briefcase for $2,500.
Where is that?
It's on
I'm
their
looking at it
website.
right now, yeah.
Actually, hold on a second. Right here, eBay, $400. You can get all the balls since 1970.
Oh, really?
shit.
These ones go back to
Oh, these might
1930.
be mini.
Yeah.
Yeah, those got to be many.
Yeah, they're mini. Still cool though.
Brazuca is cool. And it doesn't feel like it's that different from the one we're having this year.
Do you know what they're charging for this full-size World Cup ball? We have these mini ones that I think Fox got us. Do you know what they're charging for the big boy?
No.
$170.
Whew.
I need a mini one. I got to get a mini. I need to like have a mini one and dribble it like a basketball while I'm watching all these matches. I do need to go get one.
I kind of stole this from the Web Studio. That's what I've been doing. With
Yeah, because I actually looked for it. It's in our garage, the Jobalani, but I couldn't get to it before because I wanted to have him blow it up because I do have that one still.
Pretty crazy that we still hang on to that original image of the soccer ball being white with the black pentagons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And those haven't really been the soccer ball since the 80s.
50.
hasn't been the World
No
Cup
one's
ball since
used it.
1974.
Yeah, no one's used those, but that image is still what we think of when it comes
Yeah.
to soccer.
The ball this year is great. I also, even though they are cheating a little bit, it's they're saying it's the fewest amount of whatchamacallit, what's the term?
panels.
Yeah, on the ball, but it's like they're all kind of connected. That's why it's like
Mm-hmm.
there's only three. It's why it's a try on. Obviously, then you get into like the three. It's a great. I like the ball. The ball's great this year. I think it's a great ball.
Let's go around the room real quick. Your favorite World Cup memories. It could be from any World Cup. Big T, you go first.
I mean, Jermaine Jones against Portugal was so sick.
It's ruined though. It's ruined by that last goal. That's what always.
Well, I mean, next I was going to say Tim Howard, and we lost that one. So,
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, he had like
Mhm.
18 saves or something like that.
and then I mean Donovan in 2010 also.
Yeah.
Mhm.
10 and 14 are, my.
So you don't do you remember 02 or no?
Oh no, I was 5.
Okay.
I don't remember 2006.
Yeah, that was a quick one.
There's one voice that rings when I hear 2006. I just hear fucking Dave O'Brien on the call for ESPN.
Yeah.
And then for 20, that was the other thing that helped too. I got into it 2010. The Landon Donovan goal for me, I was at Dempsey's in New York in the morning before work. It was unbelievable. I'll never forget that. And the John Brooks goal was up there too. And I remember like people kind of going crazy in the streets after.
He like
in
grabs
New York.
his head and he's
But 2010, ESPN did such a better job broadcasting it. They had Bob Lee. Like they did a really nice job. They had a great theme song because the 2006 World Cup was awful on ESPN. It was horrible. It was like watching a mid-level college football game. They had no pageantry. Dave O'Brien, terrible voice for it. So they fixed it. And the 2010 one that's when Ian Dark kind of became. He wasn't even the main voice for ESPN, but that's when he kind of became the USA's guy. So yeah, it was. I watched England USA, the Clint Dempsey goal. The howler from Robert Greene when it hit off the ball hit off his hand and it went in.
We won that tie.
ESPN zone in Times Square.
Best restaurant of all time.
Final day of operation at the ESPN zone in Times Square. Have you ever been to an ESPN zone before? Do you know the hockey?
We used to have one here. The hockey game was sick.
Jeff,
the goalie that moved back and forth.
That's the defining thing of my childhood.
That guy in the booth next to us bought it off of ESPN zone for like $2,000.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, they were bringing out food. They're like, here are your apps. And we didn't order something. We don't give a shit. It's the last day. They're like, take all the food. So the guy in the booth next to he was like, are you selling the game? He goes, I want to buy the hockey game. And he bought the hockey game.
How do you even get that out of there?
I have no idea, but I know he bought it because my friends, we talk about it all the time.
It was a magical place to watch any event.
Yeah.
The one in the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, it changed your life.
A TV setup that still has not been replicated somehow. They had a gigantic wall of televisions, and then way before its time, they had a TV attached to your table.
Yeah, every
you
booth.
Could change. It's the greatest restaurant ever.
Yeah, the ESPN zone in Baltimore, the world's worst thief. So I went on a baseball trip in 6th grade. We started in Connecticut, went down to the New York stadiums, did the whole loop, like Milwaukee up to like Toronto, like all of them, and then Boston Hall of Fame. And in Baltimore, we were in this big van, and we had a TV and a PlayStation and a GameCube, and we played games, we watched movies, all the stuff in the back seat as we were driving. And we parked outside the ESPN zone, and they broke into our car, smashed the window, and stole stuff. And they stole 2 backpacks. They stole my dad's backpack, which had like work stuff, and they stole my backpack, which had 2 binders of fantasy football stats and research. And they didn't take the TV or the game systems.
They might have won their league though. It might have been the most valuable thing.
They really might have. The worst thieves of all time.
That's incredible.
I'm just thinking like what that thief went through mentally after he realized what he stole. Like he gets down the street and he looks in there and he's like,
"What shit."
Yeah, he didn't get my GameCube, but he did draft Dante Culpepper earlier than anyone else in his league. So
yeah,
good for him.
It's like when somebody stole the giant duffel bags of clothes off my front porch, and they get down the street and they look into them. They're like, "This is just jumpsuit January jumpsuits."
Darius Rucker NFL collab.
Yeah. Yes, it's Darius Rucker Washington Commanders hoodies, and then like Mountain Dew themed jumpsuits. Like, oh fuck. What a waste of time that was. Chief, what's your favorite World Cup memory?
I have just a vivid memory, like when we played Portugal in the group in 2002. So I was 16. We were in the airport. We were going on vacation. And Brian McBride getting the goal, like I don't know how he was wide open. They just whipped it in the box and he got a head on it. And I love Brian McBride. And then that was like the start of that whole run. Mm-hmm. And I got sun poisoning on vacation so badly. We were in Hawaii, so like the games were in Korea and Japan. So the time I was up in the middle of the night, just like shivering with sun poisoning, like laying on the floor. Yeah, we had a whole family was in the one room, so I just had the game on mute, just watching like the Germany game. But that whole run, that 0-2 run, like just it hasn't obviously been replicated. But it was like Landon Donovan was 19 or 20. Came out of nowhere. Then you had some of the holdovers like Brian McBride. So that 0-2 one holds a special place, and specifically beating Portugal, which was like such an insane upset. Yeah. And McBride getting the goal was great.
It was a great way to start. I remember that World Cup because that was my second semester, like the second half of my senior year in high school. Mm-hmm. And so I was just completely mentally checked out at that point. Yeah. Did not give a fuck. So I would just like miss most days of school.
Just go watch.
I'd go in at like noon every day because I'd be like, sorry, I was watching the World Cup this morning.
Yeah.
And my teachers would be like, you can't just say that. Like you have to come up with an excuse. I'd be like, well, that's what I was doing.
I'm a real
How
American.
long were you in school?
What do you mean?
Like, when was your last day of school?
We got out, I want to say June, like 20th.
Oh, what a nightmare.
Yeah,
June
different Texas.
15th?
That was the greatest school year I ever had. We started after Labor Day in Connecticut. I moved on election night 2004, and then but in Texas the school year started earlier, so my school year ended earlier than it did in Connecticut. So it was the shortest school year because I know South and the North. That's like a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good way to time it. August 1st to the end of May. That's when school
August
is.
1st is
August
way
1st
too
is
early.
way
It's
early.
insane.
That's when school is, brother.
No, that's insane.
What do these places do? Like when high school football starts in the middle of August, and you're just not in school.
We would have our first game. Sometimes the first 2 games would be before
That's
classes
nuts.
started.
That's nuts.
Yeah. We'd have 2 days starting like I'd say first or second weekend of August. So we weren't in school. So it cut your summer vacation short if you want to play football.
I'm just saying in terms of like having people go.
People still went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Football's always doing stuff in the summer. Yeah, that's just crazy.
Yeah, that was I would say definitely the first game was before school. And then
Interesting.
yeah.
It was pretty good though because we did have a good team that year. We were so good. I remember Tony Santa,
Yeah.
the fullback that we had. His name also Big
Tony
Cat.
Santa?
Santa. I think it's SANNAH, the Big Cat.
Like Santa Claus. That's an all-time fullback. He was Santa.
Yeah, that'd be great. He was this really tall, lanky dude. I ran into him in 2015 at the Super Bowl. Yeah, I think it was at the Super Bowl in San Francisco. He was at a party that I was at, and I got introduced to him. And he's like, "Hi, I'm Tony Santa." I was like, "Wait,
I know who you are."
wait, you're Tony Santa, Tony Santa." He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Dude, let's just sit down and talk about 2002 for an hour." And he was happy to do it. Like people don't really recognize Tony Santa that much. And I was like, we got fucked. We got fucked so hard, Tony. Like I will go to my death advocating.
What
for
did you
that
say
team.
about that?
He was just like, yeah, the referees were absolutely terrible in that game.
Yeah.
I mean, he was classier than I was about it.
Yeah.
But the referees fucked us on that handball.
They did.
You did that same thing to Berhalter last week.
I did.
You gave him the same spiel.
I did, and because that team was, like I said, we should have been. Conceivably, we could have made it all the way to the final if we had won that game against Germany.
Yeah, I don't remember the 2002 team at all, like at all. I know the guys who kind of jumped over to. I remember 2006, which is just gross. Like, what a completely useless team to remember. But 2002, I remember nothing. I just didn't I didn't care about soccer.
And it's just like the names that like I'm looking at it now, like Brad Friedel, Eddie Pope,
Like
Brian
Friedel,
McBride.
well, again, I think Friedel was on. Friedel lasted how many World Cups?
Oh, forever. He
around
played until he was like 40.
Long time.
Claudio Reyna.
Yep.
So he was arguably the best. I think he was playing for Man City at the time. So it was like, oh, we actually have a guy in the Premier League on USA. Like that was kind of Ernie Stewart, Pablo Mastroeni.
Yep.
So it was just like a great. And it's like it's not like now where you kind of like know all the players and you're kind of like watching them come through. It's just like they popped into your consciousness at the World Cup.
Yeah.
And you have like a week to kind of like fall in love with that team. They were awesome.
I think that might be why I enjoyed it like a little bit more because I don't follow club soccer day to day, but I do. I zone in pretty hard for the World Cups. But back then it was like everybody just kind of had to like pick it up for the World Cups, and I don't have the patience to like follow every pro league. And then there's like I do feel like the U.S. soccer fan base is extremely toxic towards each other.
Oh,
terrible.
Like, worse.
It's like it. I think it might be the most like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like factioned. There's so many factions amongst the U.S. Men's national team fan base. It's like you're either an MLS person,
right,
or you're a overseas club person.
Yep.
And if you believe that like one player from the MLS is good enough to play, then you are actually against like everyone else that thinks that we should develop our players in the best leagues in the world. And then they just like hate outsiders.
Yep.
They don't like the bandwagons.
Nope.
But
It's kind of like hockey Twitter in a way.
it is. It's like if you designed an entire fan base out of like we created our national team fan base out of another sport entirely. But fuck it, you're gonna have to deal with me. I'm gonna parachute in every 4 years.
Yeah, but like that's the thing, and I always felt this way about hockey Twitter too, because it's like, please like my sport. Then if you if a new person starts to like it, they're like, shut up, you don't know anything.
Yeah.
It's like you should want more if you want to grow it, which you inherently, like, if you like it, you want it to be bigger. You should kind of welcome these people and celebrate new fans coming in, but they never do.
You absolutely should. Like,
Yeah.
that's kind of the paradox of modern sports, and the WNBA is seeing this too. It's like, if you want your league to get as big as possible, you need to be prepared for the dumbest people to have the stupidest takes about your sport. And you're just going to have to deal with it, because that's what sports is. It makes everybody dumb, and they're going to say things that they are not experts in, and they're going to say it very confidently. And that's actually the sign of a healthy sports economy.
Yeah.
If you've got Stephen A. Smith going on TV and yelling for 5 minutes and getting 3 things massively incorrect just from a pure factual standpoint,
At least he's talking about it.
that's how you know that your sport is good.
Yeah. That was such a thing with the Blackhawks when they got good the last time, because they weren't even on TV. Like, nobody cared. And then all of a sudden they're in the Stanley Cup final, so you had a ton of new fans. And it's like, oh, I remember I was here when it was Dennis Savard, or like, you know, like just the old, it's like, just shut up. Do you want the building to be empty again?
Deal with it.
Yeah.
All right, fellas, quick question. If you're a bigger guy, how many times have you bought a shirt that technically fits but doesn't actually fit? It's either baggy in the stomach, tight in the chest, or shrinks into a crop top after one wash. That's why One Bone exists. They make premium essentials engineered specifically for bigger builds. Not just sized up medium tees, these are designed from the ground up for broad shoulders, bigger chests, and longer torsos. The proportions are dialed, clean through the body, no boxy look or weird pulling, and the fabric is super soft, structured with stretch. It holds its shape, the collar doesn't bake in, and it doesn't lose length after 2 washes. I do love that about One Bone. I was wearing it on Tuesday's show. That's the shirt I was wearing. Strong collars. I'm a big collar rigidity guy. You don't want your collar being flaccid. You don't want a flaccid collar. You want that thing stiff and firm. Tees, hoodies, long sleeves, everyday staples that actually make you look put together without trying too hard. I'm wearing my One Bone boxers again. That's the only underwear I wear now. And I've got it all packed up, ready to go to Hawaii, all the One Bone stuff. They are fantastic, awesome. Go to onebone.com and upgrade to a fit that's actually built for you. Use code BARSTOOL for 20% off and see the difference firsthand. After one wear, you'll understand why standard fits don't make the cut.
All right, so what else we got? What are the other big storylines that you guys are interested in this World Cup?
I want that Messi Ronaldo so badly, because that's going to be like Jordan LeBron on steroids on the international
I think
stage.
it'd be sad.
Why?
It's not what you think it would be. Like we discussed earlier, Ronaldo is, really at the end.
Yeah, but like,
and it'd be great to have it, just because
he's
we've gone this whole time. But I don't think it would be.
I love the storyline. So it's like Messi got it that last time, he could get it this time. Also, if you look at Portugal's roster, the one kind of spot where they don't have like a superstar is at striker, where he's gonna have to play and have it like an important role. And I don't know. I think he could reach back and get it one more time.
It would be incredible.
Yeah.
In Kansas City of all places.
Yeah. I also just think like one of the things about the World Cup that's just awesome is the fans. Like the whole like no Scotland, no party. Like they're gonna come in with their people with the kilts and the bagpipes, and they just like lean into their culture. I don't know if you guys saw DR Congo in their qualifying game. They just had one guy just basically made himself into a statue of Patrice Lumumba, who was like their leader who got assassinated in like I think in the 50s or the 60s, and he just stood there motionless for the entire time as they were like qualifying for the World Cup, and like dressed head to toe, had the facial hair right. So like you're gonna have like just the memes on the internet of all these insane fans. It just makes it so much fun. Yeah,
you're gonna have one, maybe 2 girls that go like crazy viral that pick up about 5 million followers on Instagram because the camera shows them for about like 5 seconds wearing a bikini in the crowd. That's also probably
I'm a little worried about AI for that this time.
Yep, me too.
I was just thinking that.
Me too. You got to be watching. That's why you got to watch the games.
Yep.
You can't be watching the clips online because there'll be some fake screenshots out there, some fake Instagram girls that will go dummy viral. You're going to get some people crying.
Yeah.
Some very sad fans when they lose, and it's going to be incredible, and I can't wait.
And just like again, I'm not going to say who, but I've heard about this secret group chat at the company of U.S. men's national team fans. I don't know who's in it, but I've been told that they they have ancestors from other countries, but they're Americans and they're going to root for the Stars and Stripes. I don't like it. I'll never forget this. I was watching the Euros in 2021.
Yeah, because that was the year after COVID.
Yeah. And so Dave's guy, Austin, is a big soccer fan. And he roots for his family's from England, roots for England, whatever. But it was the Euros that he's rooting for England.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never forget Fasoli. that game goes to PKs. Fasoli walked in for only penalty kicks. May as well walked in with like a bag of fucking mozzarella and some fucking ziti. And he went so hard. Like Austin was, I think, helping build Barstool Athletes. Remember that?
Yeah.
And so he was like, it was like his one moment of break during the summer. He's like watching, like, all right, it's coming home. England's going to win Euros. Fasoli came in, rooted only for the PKs, rooted so hard. Italy wins, and he walked out. And that's like, I love Fasoli, whatever. But it reminds me, like, Dante's another example. Dante jumped into a trivia match like a month or two ago, was like, Italy World Cup. And we're like, they have, they have not, and they didn't. And so, like, whatever, like, you got ancestors, whatever. If you're off the boat, fine. But like, don't give me this. My second team is this team now. You're rooting for the Stars and Stripes. We're probably not going to win. You know, we'll win maybe one knockout game, and that's just how you got to eat it. That's how it is.
Yep.
That's how it goes.
Yep.
And this is what I love about when we won the gold medal in hockey. Hockey is the one sport where, on an international level, we are good enough to win, but we're still an underdog. Soccer, we are the underdog of all underdogs.
Yeah.
I mean, we have no chance. So fuck it. Let's go out there and let's see what happens.
Yeah, no, you're right. That's a very fun place for hockey to be too.
Yeah.
I envy teams like in soccer. I would say England is probably in that conversation. Like if we're comparing them to USA hockey.
Yeah, that's probably
I mean, they're a top dog now.
Netherlands.
But like England is a top dog.
That's actually not that. I don't think that's that far off.
Yeah,
because England doesn't win.
Because like
they don't win, but they're among the 2 or 3 favorites every time.
Yeah, but so is the United States
US
hockey.
is top 3.
I guess.
Yeah.
But that's such a fun place to be, where it's like you do get the unbearable weight of expectations.
Yeah.
Which is kind of fun. Now we do have, since it's a home tournament, we do have like a fair amount of expectations on our shoulders.
I think there's immense pressure on this group because this is supposed to be like the golden generation. Like
we've been pointing to this World Cup for 10 years.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, up until this point, it's fair to say that the golden generation has been a big disappointment.
Yeah.
Massive disappointment. Like this, it seemed like this was the year for us, and we haven't really done shit with this
think about where we were like a year. Like, we're in a better spot. I mean, we were in a way worse spot not many months ago.
Exhibition game loss has turned my whole expectations around.
Germany played pretty hard. Like there's a little bit of it. Like I'm thinking about where we were. I mean, my buddies who I was talking about earlier, we watched some of those games within New York. We've been talking pretty frequently about this team and just where we were not long ago. I was like, this could be. Like, would this team even qualify if they weren't the hosts? Like, it was that.
I don't think that they would have. That's how bad they were a year ago. Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've got the scarf hanging over here from the Copa America. That was a disaster.
Yeah.
Awful.
I was at the Panama game. By the way, I talked to you about this the other day. We haven't really gotten into like the lineup of the U.S. team. Tim Weah, I think, is a very good player. Every time we're playing in a big spot, he just has no composure whatsoever. And I don't know that we can trust him to be out there. He's got an edge to him, which is good, but you got to be able to keep your head, man. Like,
Dad's a dictator. Do you know that? George Weah. He was
I knew he's
won
like the president of.
He was the
Liberia,
president of Liberia. He also was a Ballon d'Or winner.
Right.
But like Weah did have, was it against Wales? He had the goal against Wales in the last World Cup.
Yeah, he had our first goal.
Yeah. So like, I don't think he starts for this team, obviously, but like, I like that he's on the team. I don't distrust him as much as you. You're boiling it down to a scrap on the sidelines and then the red card against Uruguay in the Copa America.
Panama.
Was it against Panama?
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah,
I was at the game.
yeah,
He just punched the guy in the head for no reason.
Yeah, that was bad.
And then that's the reason we didn't get out of the group in the Copa America, because we lost that game even after we scored with 10 men.
That was a bad moment for sure.
You can't punch a guy.
No. Wish you could.
I just like
We
I
would be
look at
so
our
much
roster
better.
and I look at Turkey or Turkey. They have like 3 or 4 guys who are like 18-year-old like superstars. That's not the exact age, but you get my point. Like they have these young weapons. We're like, look, captain, whatever. But like you look at our roster and you go down, you see like one of our main guys is 38 fucking years old. It's like that just can't like. Landon Donovan's been very vocal in the last few weeks, and you guys have seen the clips about the disaster that is youth soccer in the United States, and that's like his thing. Now I will note Landon Donovan donned a fucking Mexico jersey. Like remember that bullshit he did where he was like, "I'm Team Mexico." What that?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't. Maybe I'll forgive him for that.
He's
if
had
he, like,
kind of
wants
a
to stick to
contentious
soccer.
relationship with USA Soccer in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just
He's a very emotional guy.
Yeah.
just like the older, it's like you get a 38-year-old fucking like no offense to Tim Ream, but like
I mean,
it's one of
who
those
else do
things
you want-
where
who do you want playing back there?
Yeah.
I'm just
Robinson?
saying it's like
He has
like
to play.
I'm just saying it's a good example of like where we're at and like the prop. Like in any other country, the 38-year-old is either Ronaldo or he's at home watching. Like that's like what it comes down to. So it's like it's one of those things. But I also
we
understand
don't have the
we're just
depth.
not on the
It
levels
is
of other
crazy
countries.
that with this golden, and you know, Chris Richards is a good player, but like with this golden generation, they all seem to be more attacking players. Like we didn't develop like a single center back.
Chris Richards is the most important player on the field for us.
He might be.
I think our attack is fine. I think we're going to score goals, but
Yeah, I
we
think it's going to
gotta-
be our best goal-scoring World Cup we've maybe seen.
I would
It's
agree.
the other end of the coin, which is scary.
Yeah. And like we've always had, Matt Turner aside, but like historically, the one position where we had elite players was in net, and now we don't have that anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had Tony Miola,
Mm-hmm.
Casey Keller,
Yep.
Brad Friedel, Tim Howard, Brad Guzan,
Yeah.
who was more of like a backup.
Yeah,
he
but like
he
played
filled
for
in a
Aston
little
Villa for forever.
bit. Yeah, good,
So,
very good,
Yeah.
very good player. And then now Matt Turner, I thought was good in the last World Cup.
He went to Nottingham Forest and they absolutely ruined him.
So that's the question.
Yeah.
It's like we don't know who
Well,
our
it's your
goalie is
fault.
going to be.
Yeah.
What happened with Matt Turner? He was so good in the last World Cup. I don't know if he was ever not as dominant as Tim Howard was, who was probably the best in the world for a time there, but he was definitely like upper echelon of goalie.
Yeah, I mean, he was the backup for Arsenal at the time. So he was playing at a big club. But like when his thing is, I don't think he started playing soccer until he was like 17 or 18. He can't kick the ball. And there's so much where it's like, do you want people to like, teams now like want to play out of the back? Like he can't.
He panics.
Yeah,
like
he
complete
puts it in the
panic.
third row.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
Is Zach Steffen alive somewhere?
I don't know what happened to him because he was like the Man City guy. That's like
So-
why you're a Man City fan, right?
So when I decided during COVID, I was like, I'm gonna care about like club soccer because I was kind of where PFT was. Like I always loved the U.S. team, but I didn't really watch Premier League or anything like that. My rule was whatever team I picked had to have an American, which at the time was Pulisic at Chelsea. Zach Steffen was the backup goalie at Man City, and Ream and Robinson were at Fulham.
Yep.
Were there any others? I think at that time that may have been it.
I think so.
So it was kind of down to those three, and I loved the Man City, the green and pink kit they had that year during COVID, like the tequila sunrise looking deal. And so I was like, "Fuck it, I like Man City now."
Zach Steffen currently plays for the Colorado Rapids in the MLS, and he is their starting goalie. But
He can't be that old, right? He's what, 27, 28?
You'll be shocked. He's 31.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Talk about a fall off. And he
Yeah.
wasn't bad at Man City because they'd play him in like the Carabao Cup and stuff, and he was fine.
He was fine.
But talking about Matt Freese, he got a real pass against Germany because Miles Robinson sucked and Tyler Adams kind of messed up on one of the goals. The first goal, Matt Freese could have gone out there and just punched it away.
Yeah.
And the second one wasn't a screamer either. It rolled on the ground into the corner. So I'm not thrilled with his performance either.
So people that say that if we took like our best NFL players and had to play soccer, we would dominate the world. There's a lot more to it than that. They'd have to grow up playing soccer.
Yeah.
They'd have to be immersive because there's so much like that you learn from the youth program. It's such a field sport, and you have to know how to play.
And you look
The
at
thing that
Messi.
Donovan said, which was interesting to me, which makes a lot of sense, is he said that when he played in Germany when he was 17, The coach that he played for in Germany had been there for 25 years. He was like 60 years old, and he was an elite coach. But that's where Germany wanted him. They wanted him teaching the youth, and he's like, it's just backwards in the U.S. He goes, the youth coaches, they want to ascend to the top and win at the top. Nobody will hang. That's just not the culture of American sports in general. But in soccer, like they're not going to sit down in that level for 30 years and be the guy that develops the talent, because it doesn't. It's not rewarded, with a whatever, which makes sense. That's a pretty easy A to Z way to explain it. It does.
The better
make sense.
argument is if we developed the infrastructure we have for basketball and baseball and football for soccer, we would dominate soccer, which is true.
Right.
But we don't have that.
Yeah, I would agree with that. If you were able to put everything around it, including like the financial incentives for playing in college, for playing in the professional ranks, yes, the talent pool is definitely there.
Because we do that for women's soccer. We have the best women's soccer facilities and everything in the world.
I do think that the one position that does hold true for, though, is like goalkeepers. So the reason why I think we've been like the best in the world at developing goalkeepers for the last 30 years, it feels like, is because it is easier to take like exceptionally athletic people and then teach them how to play goalie. There's less to it. I'm not saying it's easier, but it's easier for somebody to learn without like just immersing themselves playing soccer.
And are we like one of the only countries that you are developed as a goalkeeper where that's not the case overseas, right? Like, aren't you other positions and then you become a goalkeeper?
Well,
I may not be explaining that right, but that was told to me one time. I don't know if that's true.
So Jurgen Klinsmann's son, who was in like the discussion about a year ago to be on this team.
The biggest Nepo team of all time. It's unbelievable.
But he actually had like a tragic neck injury where it's like they thought he might not walk again. He got it in the game. But I was listening to Klinsmann was on the show with like the big English soccer show with all Gary Neville and all those guys.
The Sky Sports thing.
Yeah, and he was saying that his son largely grew up in Southern California, and then he took the German national team job. So his son was doing like when he was like 14, and he was always a midfielder, and he got over there, and he's just like, I'm never going to play if I stick with midfield. So he transitioned to goalie. And then became like a good college and played in the MLS, and then was playing in Italy. And he's like about 31 or something now too. And he was like right on the cusp of like this Freeze Turner.
Yeah.
I can't remember who the third choice goaltender is for this team right now, who was awful against Germany too.
He plays for the Chicago Fire.
Yeah. Brady.
Yeah. Chris Brady.
So he was like in the discussion for that, and then got hurt and he was out. But I think to your point where it's like you kind of just is like, if I want to be on this team, I'm never going to see the field as a midfield, so I'm going to try to. If you're a good athlete, you just try your hand at goaltending.
I do think that we could take like some of the best athletes. If you put, you know what, I'll say Quentin Johnson, great wide receiver, very athletic wide receiver from the Chargers, not the best at holding on to catches.
Just punch it out.
He might be born to
be a goalie.
This is the classic handball theory, right? Everyone thinks that the USA could just dominate a handball if we got our best basketball players and like
it's different.
Baseman.
It's different with goalie because like it's more of a reaction athleticism thing. You do have to learn tactics and like positioning. That's a big part of it. But I think more so than any other position by far, it's about just like coordination and reaction, being able to jump, being able to catch, and being able to like track a ball in the air. So I do think that you could take, there's probably like 20 receivers in the NFL that if you had them work on playing goalie for the next like 4 years nonstop, they would be among the best in the world.
I think there might be something to that. Do you think wide receivers would be better suited to play goalie than a basketball player?
Maybe not. Basketball might be better. Yeah. But you don't want to be too tall.
Right. I mean, a lot of the like elite goalies are like 6'6".
Yeah. Hakeem, he was a goalie.
Yeah.
And I think he was the goalie for the Nigerian national team.
I think you might be right.
Which is crazy considering he was, 7 feet tall?
He was, yes.
You would just like shoot low on him and he wouldn't be able to get down there fast enough. But yeah, I think if you like a guard, somebody that's like 6'6" or under, there's probably a ton of people in the NBA that would that would make a lot of sense. Because you're right, like being super fast doesn't really help.
No.
You just need to be quick and within like 12 yards.
Yeah, and just tracking like the ball flight and stuff too, like getting a rebound.
Yeah. All right, I'm excited about this World Cup.
Yeah,
Very excited.
I cannot wait. What's your favorite U.S. Best and worst U.S. national team jersey?
Oh, I love the 2014 bomb pop jerseys. I
do too. Those are good.
I think they're great. I think they're excellent. Anything collared, I hate. That's not us. That's leave that to Europe. We
The
don't
2014
do, I don't like
one,
the
though,
collared
the
stuff.
white one was okay.
No, you looked like you were at like a cricket match. It was.
I think the stripes one we have this year is the best one we've ever had.
It's a great one.
I love the Jeff DeLoe 1994.
Yeah, this one is
classic.
And we had a friend of mine went to work for Nike, and they came in here like a year or two ago, and he brought the head of Nike Soccer with him. And I'm like, it's coming back. Like, can we bring this jersey? Because I love when you like flip on the TV, like, Brazil, Argentina, the Netherlands, just like they have these iconic jerseys. I'm like, we should make the denim stars like our, like every World Cup. Like you can have the other jerseys that you rotate, but like have that be like our brand ID for U.S. soccer. And they were just like, that was an Adidas design. We're not going to use it. So I was like, that's I'm sure the Netherlands and all these other countries that they probably have had many different manufacturers over the years. They still stick with like their orange, their Argentina, the white and blue stripes. But they were just like, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I hated the 22 World Cup uniforms.
Terrible, especially the blue one.
Yeah. See, and I think the blue one this year is bad too.
I don't think it's that bad.
I don't think it's good.
It's lower tier. I'd say lower half. I like the stripes one this year.
I think that should be the last one we ever wear.
That's
we
awesome.
should just keep that forever.
The Jeff DeLoe, that one, that's awesome. I also have the shorts that go along with the denim top.
They're red, right?
No. Well, I think they were the ones that I have. Like I can go full denim kit.
Okay.
It's like the Canadian tuxedo almost of that soccer.
The bummer
jersey.
about the bomb pop one was that they wore it once for the Ghana game. They didn't wear it again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
20. You don't like the 2010 sash?
I'd say that's like
I didn't hate the sash.
like average. We don't need to be having sashes.
I like the 2018. Obviously, we didn't use these that much because we didn't make the World Cup, but it's almost similar to the World Cup
gradient
ball I was talking about with Russia. Yeah, the stripes that were like the digital gradient type too.
Tough to make a cool jersey, and then you don't even make the tournament.
Yeah.
Did you like the Waldo ones?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
thought
didn't mind those.
Yeah.
In fact, I'd say that the majority of the time we do a pretty good job with the jerseys.
Yeah.
But the ones that stink really, really stink. Yeah. The ones from the last World Cup were just complete dog shit.
Also, I hate these just because we were wearing them in a tumultuous time. They're the ones we wore when we lost to Trinidad to not go to the World Cup with the Carolina blue sleeves.
Yeah.
Those are trash.
Brutal.
And we also sucked, so it makes it worse.
Korea's got a very fun purple, like flowery one this year. It's kind of sick. And then their red one's got like the tiger stripes. Korea's got pretty cool ones this year.
I think Ghana's got the nicest ones.
What are they wearing?
I'll pull them up. They have a yellow one and I think a white one.
I'm gonna try to get all the local jerseys, the city jerseys that they're selling. It's completely absurd. Like I'm buying a Kansas City World Cup jersey.
Like I don't.
You can get the bag of balls for every host city, like the mini balls for every host city.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Ghana always.
I might
has,
do
like,
that
the,
in San Francisco.
The Black Star. They got a lot going on. I don't know what any of this design means, but I think it looks sweet.
That is kind of. I want to be very careful what I say because it does kind of look like a sick child. You know when like
Okay.
they have a kid design like cleats for
Yeah.
someone, and it's like that. Those are really good stick figures.
Like Josh Allen's
How about
hat.
Yes,
these ones?
yes.
So, yeah,
Have you
I think
seen
those-
Norway's third
Those are nice.
jersey?
No, I've only seen the one that's just like
It's
the big shirt of their
it's
flag.
all white, complete. It looks like a Hanes.
Oh, it's
t-shirt.
terrible. Yeah.
It's like
It looks like. Do you remember when MLB did the players weekend uniforms? And it was
Yes.
just half the teams were all black and half were all white, like the text and numbers and everything.
Mhm.
It was horrific.
Germany has a classic.
Yeah.
A true classic. I like the German.
I thought
ones.
the hat version of that their coach was wearing on the sidelines was atrocious, though.
I agree.
Yeah.
But from just the uniform standpoint,
Yeah.
Mexico has a classic jersey
Yep.
that you're going to look at and you're going to be like, okay, that's the same thing Mexico's worn for the last like.
Yeah,
40
their
years.
Aztec jersey. It's pretty.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I hate to say it, but it is. Also, Netherlands is kind of a cheat code. The orange just pops. It's just
Yep.
cool.
And Argentina, it's kind of they're the UNC of soccer. It's like you can wear if you can wear that jersey, you instantly gain like 3 points of attractiveness.
Yep.
The light blue and white
Croatia's
stripes.
I get it's part of it's like the flag, but Croatia's
Yeah.
always look like they're made at like Kohl's, like it's like
Oh,
Frost
I
and
always
Barrow
like
from
the
Kohl's.
checkerboard.
Yeah,
think
I
that's
get
cool.
that. I know.
Yeah.
If you like it, that's fair because it stands out, but it always looks a little like cheap to me.
Can't wait. And the theme song for this World Cup. Have you guys listened to it?
Bad.
Oh,
No, I haven't heard it.
Bad.
A huge
Bad.
bummer because they're always so good. Not good. Not good.
I mean, is the gold standard waving flag?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
When I get
You know,
old.
Kane
Also,
on.
I don't like Fox's ESPN's FIFA World Cup theme was so good, and I don't love. I haven't seen the FIFA intro yet. You know, I'm gonna wait. I don't want to see. I want to see it when it starts.
Okay.
You
When it
wanna
goes
save
through all
it
the
for a little bit?
cities, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
wait.
So wait, which World Cup song were you talking about, Jeff Lowe?
Waka waka.
The current the new there's two. I think the US we have two for this World Cup. They're both not good.
Is there one with Jelly Roll?
Yeah, one's Jelly Roll.
I have not heard
I
this
haven't
one.
heard that.
I'm not optimistic.
What's the official one?
I just
I
want to
think
let
it's
you
that
know,
one.
hey, World Cup, soccer fans worldwide. I used to be down there in that prison, and I looked out at the World Cup. I said, one day I'm going to be up there, Jelly Roll. And I had a good, strong woman behind me. And she said, "You can do it." I said, "Darling, I will."
Lighter.
And if
by
I can do
Jelly
that-
Roll and Corinne Leone.
Cape Verde Islands. If I can do that, then you can do it.
Helen Keller.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah, wait. Do we? Wait here. Hold on. Wait.
I saw the one with I Am Speed or I Show Speed.
Horrific.
Terrible.
I thought it was a parody.
I did too. He just says the name of every country.
He just says World Cup, World Cup, World Cup, World Cup.
Oh, he also
yeah,
names
World
every
Cup.
Yeah.
country.
Wait,
And
he's
then-
in the song?
yeah.
He made a song for the World Cup.
He doesn't sing though, right? He's On a his streamer?
He sings in this.
I believe he lists every country in the World Cup in alphabetical order.
But
And
then
those
he
are the
also
lyrics.
says some incorrectly.
Stealing from chaps.
Yeah, that's true. What are you guys, Mad Dog McKenzie? What are you guys looking forward to about the World Cup? Anything, or do you hate the World Cup?
I do not partake in the men's World Cup.
Okay,
Wow.
I do not.
she likes winners.
I love the women's World Cup because I
Just 'cause
like
we're
the
good?
women's team. Yeah, I like the. I feel like I've gotten to know some of the characters on the women's national team, like Trinity Rodman, Sophia Smith, Mal Pugh. I don't know a single man on this team, and I don't know soccer at all. So I
That's
just kinda
okay
like the
though. But
girls.
that's you just
Yeah.
it's the colors, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like even when hockey, just in this past Olympics, when they were in the gold medal game, like I watched it, and like I knew who like the Hughes brothers were, and like I've heard of oh god, I never know how to say their name.
T'Chak.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like I know who they are just from like being around you guys, but like the only person on the male soccer team I could name is
You got.
Pulisic.
Yep.
Mhm.
Is that how you say it?
Yep.
Mhm.
And I don't find soccer to be that entertaining of a sport. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
By the way, please don't dead name Mallory Swanson.
Sorry. Mallory Pugh Swanson.
Still Pew to me.
Yeah, I think Mal Pugh.
Yeah.
Just like Julie Ertz, right?
Yeah.
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 Like I was really big on the 2019 Women's World
People
Cup. That
forget
was
them
big
leaving
to
her
me.
off that team is why that team did not win. It was a farce.
She's a dog. But yeah, no. I'm happy for you guys that this is really fun for you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
We I was
Not
looking at
yucking our
announcers,
yum.
by the way.
Yeah.
You want
No,
to
I'm
cover all
happy for you.
bases?
It's just not my
I didn't
thing.
realize Ian Dark is now with Fox for this World Cup.
Oh, okay.
Love
He's
that.
not the USA's guy. We still have what's his face, John Strong.
John
He's fine.
Strong.
I think he does a good job, but I liked having like a British guy kind of be our guy. It was kind of like a fun,
Yeah.
like we stole this guy from you.
What would you call the American dialect? And we've all heard it, like an American guy that got so into soccer that it changed the way that they speak.
I can't stand that.
I hate
hate
I
it.
hate
It's
that
the
so
worst.
much. I don't even like when they switch out the words. Like, just
Training.
call it a field.
Boots.
It's not a
Nikki-
pitch. It's
Nikki
a field.
Smokes kind of does this.
Yeah, he
Well-
does.
Oh.
But he has recently
switches.
admitted that it was fake.
He's our code switch king.
Yeah.
He talks like
He is.
on Twitter. He'll say things that like Za says about
Wait,
soccer.
who?
And
Yeah.
by the way,
Nikki Smokes.
Oh yeah.
It's
He's
not.
our former coworker Jack Coleman is the biggest code switcher I've ever met in my life.
Really?
He code switches. I've never seen anyone code switch so much. He actually doesn't even code switch anymore. It's just how he talks. But yeah, Nicky Smokes definitely's got a little bit of that as well.
And it's not just the words sometimes, but there's a specific way that they can talk. I can listen to an American soccer announcer speak, and I can be like, "This guy spent like 2 years in England,
Yeah.
and it's like we had a solid week of training, and we're very excited to get out there from a technical aspect. It's like they become more soft spoken in a way,
Yeah.
and they get more. They try to get more cerebral. Like I've never heard a soccer player be like, "Yo, we're gonna fuck him up this week."
Yeah, you're right.
You know, like Clint Dempsey. Clint Dempsey
Tyler
was
Adams says some
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
which I like.
Yeah.
We need some absolute. We don't have dog. We've got like a bunch of gentlemen that think that they're British.
That was like the one famous clip when Dempsey was playing in England and he was like, forehead to forward. He's
Yeah.
like, "You don't know where I'm from, dog."
Yeah.
They were like, "What?
Yeah.
What are you talking
So
about?"
that's what we need. That's what we have.
Yeah.
We've got guys like that.
We have some actual British guys.
Yeah.
on our team.
Jedi Robinson.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've
If
always
you-
had like Germans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next couple weeks when you walk past Za, make sure you tell him that USA is going to hoist the trophy. Just see, just
he's
because
such a
because
hater.
I could be like, Za, this is a joke. USA is they're going to lift the World Cup. He will be like, "You stupid fucking idiot," and then I'll give you like 2 or 3 reasons why they won't do it. I've done that for now years with him. I saw him when I was last in Chicago. I'm like, Za, USA. It's coming home. They're winning. He's like, he goes, "You're so stupid." And he'll just rip into you. He'll just tell you why USA is not going to win the World Cup.
But like when it comes to the World Cup, my understanding is that Za is just a generational hater. Like he hates England.
huge,
He
huge
hates
hater.
us. He doesn't like.
He
doesn't.
roots for every African team, though.
He will root for.
That's an
not
African thing, though. They will all
Yeah.
root for Africa. But then he obviously the team he roots the hardest against is England. He roots very
Yeah.
hard against England.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which
Yeah.
is
Very
probably the
hard
country
against
he
England.
goes to the most.
Yeah,
So
And just in case anyone is listening from England or anywhere else, soccer is a British word. In case anyone doesn't know this, school children would take the first syllable of a game or something, and then they would add ER to it as like a colloquial thing. Like rugby is called rugger in a lot of parts of the world. But they wouldn't say asser. They had too much. I skipped a part. They would, to distinguish association football, which is soccer, from rugby football. They were like, we need a name for this, and so but they had too much decorum to call it asser, so they went to the second syllable, SOC.
soccer.
They called it soccer,
Okay.
and that is where that word comes from. And now they try to talk to you like you're an idiot. It's actually their word, which
Yeah.
makes sense because they'd be 51st in GDP per capita in this country. So
I do feel bad
Suck
for
it.
the people of England. They shouldn't
Yeah.
be that poor. They should
Yeah,
be poorer
tough.
than Mississippi.
you hate to see
I
it.
did not know that.
Yeah.
Which part?
That they're poorer than Mississippi.
Yeah, they just did a thing. They asked British people, where do you think we would rank as a U.S. state in GDP per capita? And I think the average answer was 7th, and they're 51st.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's a choice though. Like I do feel like that's a choice because it's like, hey, do you want this nice food? And they'll be like, nah, I want beans and saltine crumbs. So it's like that's just like they just like that. Like that's just like that's their vibe.
The saying is that it's like the richest city in the world surrounded by a very poor country, where like London has immense wealth, and specifically like even just the city of London within London.
Yeah, that's a whole thing.
Yeah.
If we could play one team, you could pick one team to play in the knockout round. So you could England, Mexico. Who would you pick?
It's the second one.
Yeah. I'd take
Mexico.
It'd be so sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mexico.
We're like a standstill playing England in the World Cup. Like it's just like it's not fun. It's a boring draw 2 times in a row. Like I just like Mexico. That's the one. Like we just have this weird
That'll
thing with
get you
England.
gassed up.
They'll play like the Ford commercial with George Washington like out of the window and you get all
Yeah.
hyped and then it's a draw.
Yeah.
Yep. It's got to be Mexico.
Iran would be electric,
See, I don't.
but Mexico's timeless.
I feel like-
Iran
Yeah.
would be electric right now.
Iran would be also like
we did just play Iran last time too. Like
That's true.
yeah.
And there was that whole little kerfuffle with the media member Tyler Adams said he didn't say Iran, he said Iran. He was like, that's not the name of our country. I was like, oh, my bad.
Okay.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
I would not want to play Iran right now.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like that'd be bad vibes for us.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Right? Like that would be Miracle on Ice territory.
For sure.
think?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And
Yes.
given like
Except
They're
for
also
Iran is
not
good.
bad either. So it's like,
Right.
yeah.
Neither's Mexico.
Yeah, but
I'm sure.
They
I'm just
have
saying,
been.
yeah.
But that's like you want to play your actual.
Yeah, no,
rival.
I agree.
Yeah.
Mhm. I saw that there might be a security presence at some of the matches, especially in New York. That would be a different Miracle on Ice if we played Mexico at that game.
what's going to be the
Is-
best venue? Loudest venue?
I
Obviously,
mean,
that's dependent on
Azteca.
who's playing
Azteca.
where.
Because Mexico's playing all their games.
Sorry,
in
I mean the
Mexico.
U.S. The U.S.
One country we haven't talked about, Canada. Canada's a good team.
I
fine.
disagree.
You don't think they're good?
Nah.
Okay.
They've
I
got
don't
one
think-
guy.
Well, and he's hurt.
Oh, is he?
Davies is hurt. Yeah.
He's not playing?
He's like on the roster, but it's like he gave an interview on TSN where he's just like, I'm gonna try my best, but he's having all kinds of problems.
Oh,
not
then yeah,
inspiring interview.
Yeah.
I would say the most rowdy venue in the United States, it might be Kansas City.
That was going to be my guess.
Yeah.
It might be Kansas City
Yeah.
because, or maybe Philly, but I think like Kansas City or Seattle would be the two that I would look at just because they're like, those are good soccer towns.
Has there been any reports on which country is traveling the best? Like who sent the most fans here?
I would assume it's
there
a
were
lot of Caribbean, South American countries probably are going to be the ones that have the easiest.
I don't know. EU, you can take off 2 months of work and they don't care. So there were a lot of Germans here last weekend.
It's probably Argentina. Argentina travels, but they might also be dealing with like fatigue.
Yeah, they're not hungry.
Yeah, we keep winning.
I'm looking through the schedule, like a game that sticks out. It's like that's going to be a loud game with a lot of people.
We're saying this Google AI is saying Argentina, Colombia, Brazil, and Ecuador. Scotland has had a surge of tickets because this is their first World Cup in 28 years.
Scotland, Brazil is going to be a game.
Yeah.
That's going to be a crazy one.
Yeah, that is actually that's a pretty good. And that's in Miami. Oh, that's going to be loud. Brazil, Scotland, and Miami. What a great cross.
That's not fair to Scotland.
That's a heat game.
Yeah,
that's a heat
that
game.
is a heat
Write
game.
it down. I'm going to bet against Scotland. No disrespect, Scotland, but like Miami Heat in June.
You saw what it did to Notre Dame last year.
And are they going to get
yeah, exactly.
Wait, when is that at? Oh, it is at night.
And Brazil is going to be so ready for it.
That's 6
my
p.m. though.
bracket-
Who's going to get the right sideline?
Yeah.
True. Good point.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, they're
Oh,
on
it's
the
soccer.
same.
It's on each side, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
In
Yeah,
my
true.
bracket, I've got Brazil, Mexico, and Miami.
Okay,
That could be pretty good.
that would be another good one.
England, Croatia, and Arlington. That'll have some. The England matches are going to have some juice here, is my guess.
I still think Mexico, England, and Azteca would be all
crazy.
scenes.
Yeah. I think I would bet Mexico because I bet you they would be like
Yeah,
plus
they'd be an
400 or
underdog,
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do we have any voicemails? Any ones that came through yet for Big T? I know we put out the call like literally 12 hours ago.
This morning. Let's
Yeah.
see.
Next time we see Big T, he's gonna have that ring.
I actually have 4 because I've bought. I bought one, hated it, but I couldn't return it because of so then I bought 2 more, and then the first one came with a silicone one. So I have 4 rings.
Got some backup in case you lose them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just because I didn't know which one I was gonna like.
Yeah.
But I've settled on one.
What is it?
It's just a little silver.
Yeah.
I try. The trend now is these bigger ones with like bevels on the side, and I tried those, and I don't think they work for tea.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna have something simple.
Yeah.
Brass.
Oh, right. Chief's getting married too.
Yeah.
Everyone's getting married.
I
But
think
you're getting
there's
married
something like-
tomorrow?
Friday. So tomorrow is this.
When it comes out. I should have asked that earlier. I was a little confused about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Might be. I was like, is that a Georgia thing? Wednesday weddings? Okay.
No.
No.
Friday.
Friday wedding. Good pick. It's a good pick.
Yeah. Summer baseball rooftop views. The Stella Blue Coffee Golden Mug giveaway is live right now. 15 winners and a +1 are winning a trip to a baseball rooftop experience with the Barstool Chicago office, and entering is easy. Just buy anything at Stella Blue Coffee right now through Friday night. Every purchase gets you entered, and the new ready-to-drink cans count as 10 entries. So stock the fridge and boost your odds at the same time. Go stock up and enter now at StellaBlueCoffee.com.
What's going on, guys? My name is Jake, calling from Madison, Wisconsin. Here to give a little marriage advice for Big T. Shout out to Big T. Been with my wife, married 2 years. We're approaching 10 years together as a whole, but been married 2 years now. Really, my biggest piece of advice, it's just understanding. It's just patience. It's just compassion. The days where you have 100% that you can give and your wife has 0, then you got to accept it. And some days it's going to be vice versa. It's marriage is obviously teamwork. It's friendship. It's just being there for each other, just be sure that the days where you can give more, you do. And, let her sometimes take what she can give. So, really, you just have to have that compassion. That is really the fertile ground. And, of course, communication will always be of the highest priority. So best of luck on your wedding. It's obviously a very exciting day, and I hope it's everything that you and your bride-to-be ever dreamed of. Stay handsome, stay beautiful. Love you guys.
Thank you, brother. I think the number thing, women, is that a thing? Because my fiance, she does that. Someday she'll come home some days, she'll be like, I've got 10 today. And I'll be like, shit, that means I got to be really good.
I've honestly never thought about it like in actual numbers. It's just like a feeling, I guess.
Yeah, no, we use the
That's
number
kind of-
system.
That's like super helpful.
If you have a low number, the other person's got to pick up the other 80 or 90.
It's like what percentage you're at.
Yeah, that
of
means
like,
I have to be on good behavior.
to make 100%. Is that what you're saying? That's
Yeah.
really sweet. I like that. I will say, like,
Do you think she ever lowballs you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would too.
I think that's a really nice way of not being, of like laying it out immediately, being like, I've only got 25 today. Don't
Yeah.
fuck with
No,
me.
it's a good
And not
it's a
in a
good
rude-
system.
Not in a rude way, because then also it's like, I feel like you can say it in a way where it's just very matter of fact and not wait till you piss the other person off and then you're like, I have had a long day and now you're pissing me off. It's like you come in fresh and you know where they're at mentally. But I will say, not to divulge your business, Big T, but you two, I've been around you guys enough. You guys have some of the best communication I've ever seen in a couple
Wow,
that I've been around.
that's good.
That's nice.
And you guys have a very fun way of communicating with each other that always makes me laugh. And I'm very excited to see how that.
I think she just
goes into
knows.
your marriage.
Listen, I can deal with anything if you just tell me.
Yeah.
Just I tell me up front what I'm dealing with, and I can do it.
Yeah, if you're a 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just tell me.
I can pick up the 8 or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think you guys, like being around you guys for as long as I have. Oh my God, I'm going to cry.
It's good.
You really don't need to.
T's not.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's insane.
Oh.
But I'm just so excited for you guys because you guys are such a great couple. And like, you guys are so good at that kind of stuff. Oh my God.
Sounds like T didn't even need that
Oh,
voicemail.
that's funny.
Keep going.
No, I'm just, I think you
Yeah,
guys
give
are
her a
so-
speech at the wedding.
Yeah.
You're
you guys,
you're more than welcome.
Just clip this. Play it.
yeah.
you guys have such a good communication style, and I really model my relationship like after how great you guys are with each other, and you guys are really you're always very fun together. And I think that a lot of people on this show or who listen to this show don't get to see that side of you, and I'm lucky enough that we get to be around you guys, and I I love the way you guys communicate with each
This
other.
took a hard turn from the soccer.
Sorry.
I think it's
Sorry.
nice.
No, it's great.
Yeah.
It's great.
I love you.
Thank
I
you.
love you guys. I'm so excited. Do you want to do one more voicemail, maybe?
I mean,
That's-
I think
That's a good place
that's a
to
good
end it.
place to stop.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make this about me.
An added bonus.
Yeah,
No, yeah, that's
voicemail
great.
from Mad Dog.
I'm so.
Jeff, when is your wedding? Jeffrey?
Oh, I thought you said Chief. Sorry.
No, Jeff.
Not till a year from like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
It's exciting.
Oh my God. All the boys are getting married, Chief, Jeff.
Probably start planning it.
I think there's like 15 people who are engaged.
Oh my God.
something like
Every
that.
man in this office is engaged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you spend your like mid to late 20s. You just every weekend, every summer, you just go to a wedding.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know.
I'm looking forward to having like the second weddings.
I've
Oh,
been to
like
one.
people getting divorced.
Yeah,
Divorce.
those seem like they're fun.
Maybe Arian will have a second wedding for us someday.
I wouldn't count on
I
it.
wouldn't either.
No, I had a friend. I went to both of his weddings. He was like my first friend to get married. He got married at like 23, and then they had 2 kids. She realized that she was not straight, so they split.
Bit of a Ross Geller situation.
Yeah, but it's like they really, they bought, like they moved out obviously, but they bought houses like on the same street, and they're like raising their kids together. They've both found like a permanent partner, so it's working out. It's like the best case scenario divorce, I'd say.
I think so.
Yeah, that's
too.
it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
That episode of Friends when the lesbian wedding is an all-time artifact of the time period in which it was released, because I'm pretty sure like the wedding is the friends, like Joey, Chandler, like all of them, and then it's like the parents, and then like 80 lesbian couples. That's like how they viewed it back then. It's like all it was.
They only have
it's a pretty
lesbian friends and
interesting
family.
mix.
Yeah.
I went to a lesbian wedding 2 years ago. It was the night that JMU played against Wisconsin in the NCAA
Did
tournament.
they have a TV for you?
They didn't. It was not
Not that type
It
of
was not
wedding?
a sports forward wedding, if you could believe it. But I did leave to
Is
go
that-
to the game.
Is that the one where you got in the fight, right?
Yeah, because the game was like right down the street. It was a wedding that was happening in Brooklyn, and then
Oh, it
the
was
game
that
was
wedding.
Convenient.
in Brooklyn. Yeah, and the food was just tremendous. Like I will say that gay and lesbian weddings, they tend to know what they're doing when it comes to like planning a good event.
Okay.
They have their shit together.
I have a couple lesbian weddings in my future I'm very excited about. Like, so excited about. A lesbian Jewish wedding, which I feel like is a double fun wedding.
That is
I went to my first Jewish wedding in April of this year or last year. It was awesome. It was a great time, and it went until like 1 a.m.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
They party.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it.
It's coming home.
Yeah, it was great.
Chief.
That was a lot of fun.
U.S.
We should maybe start our own group chat, like this secret group chat that exists
Let's
out
do it.
there. Sounds cool.
The Yanks are coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. The heat is coming.
Yeah.
They're gonna wake up seeing Al Roker being like, "It's gonna be 95 today, Harry Kane." That's what
It's
they're
going to be a real factor.
Yeah, yeah.
He's got SPF 60 on before the games.
We should do like fake weather forecasts that we broadcast into our opponents' like hotel rooms just to fuck with them.
We need to do, I think it's the Air Force Academy. When you come out of the visiting locker room, it says like you are 5,400 whatever feet above sea level.
Wyoming does that too.
It might be.
Yeah.
We need to install ribbon boards above the European locker rooms. It's 97 with a heat index of 104.
We
today.
got it's got to be metric system though. They won't know what.
Oh yeah, it's 37, isn't it? Scumbags.
All right. See you guys. Love you guys.
Goodbye.